Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition is better find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yo, it's me. Oh shit. Oh man. Shit. We're really getting down right now, man. Shout out to Jay and Dub Smith. Shit. It's a Friday, baby, so you know what that means. The gruesome twosome.
Sit. No, they can't hear me yet. Okay. Here we go. Now we go. Now you can hear me. Now you can hear me. Let's go.
There we go. They're all wondering, like, man, who's Rick talking to?
Himself.
This
Him,
guy's just
himself, and
going on
I.
about fucking. He's just going about Will Smith.
That says,
I mean, I know he can't see, but does he know he's alone? Like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah, I said it's just the two of us for now. Will and Jaden Smith vibes.
That's
Thus,
crispy.
You know the dealio, baby.
it is what it is. There we go. Yo, how was your week, Rick?
Shit. It's a bit annoying. It was a bit of an annoying
Uh-oh.
week. Yeah. My family left. I'll go camping.
Oh.
And my family left me. So they were tired of my shit. Fucking left me. The disrespect that I lay down to Todd
Yeah.
just has been too thick. I'm over here saying not to be hard on the Hasbro team, that I'm roasting Todd every Friday.
That's where we draw
Yeah,
the
no.
line.
They all went camping, and my sister has this dog. He's like an older dog. Not that old. He's like 12. You know, that's kind of old.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty old.
He was 12, you know? And so she's like, hey, can you watch this dog? Because we're all going camping, and like the last thing I want is this fucking white dog that's covered in dirt all the time.
Ugh.
On any of these tents, you know, trying to snuggle. I was like, yeah, all right. Yes. And she's like, I'll pay you $100.
Uh-oh.
I was like, hey, you know what? I'd have done it for free, fool.
Yeah, congratulations. You played yourself.
You played yourself. I was like, yeah, cool, $100. I get to watch this dog. Like, all right. Oh, this dog is normally an okay dog, but he
That's crispy.
likes to, in acts of defiance, piss around the house.
Mm-mm.
Pee
No.
pads. I'll take him out a ton of times. I'll take him on a little walk. He'll still come back and he'll piss on the same fucking chair. Just at least like 2-3 times a day.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and then I thought I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. Like,
What
not
the
really
fuck?
kill him, but like I'm gonna kill his piss vibe.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
move the I'm gonna move this chair. What's he gonna do now? Huh? Oh, well, guess what he did, Puncher? He just pissed in the same spot without the chair.
Checkmate.
He called my bluff. Said, you better be holding aces, brother. And so yeah, and on top of that, this dog is so old, his teeth are all putrid. And so his breath smells like a town dump.
Yikes.
And so yeah, he stays in my room and he just makes my room smell like the town dump. Yeah, so it's been annoying. So I like leave for very short periods of time. I leave for too long, I come back to what seemingly is a flood of piss. So,
Piss
so
cast.
like,
That's what's going on.
like
Right?
yes, this is the piss podcast. Monetize the first 2 minutes, baby. So I've been keeping my days really short. Like, oh shit, I'm going to the post office, 20 minutes in and out. Like, oh, I'm going to Target. I know what I'm going to get. Not going to be perusing in and out. So yeah, it's been kind of annoying. And then today, they're all coming back from camping. My sister lives like an hour away from us. So I was like, hey, picking up the dog. Ghosted me.
No dice, huh?
And she messaged me. She's like, oh man, she's like, sorry we're taking so long. We got a flat, but we fixed it. We're all good. Like, oh man, the fucking sucks. Nothing worse than coming back from a trip and you got a flat. Damn. So you're picking up this dog, and she just goes like, yeah, I know, getting a flat sucks. Didn't bring up the dog.
Jesus
It needs
Christ.
to be picked up. And so I was just like, all right, man, this how you're gonna play it? All right. I'm glad I took your $100. I almost said that I wouldn't have taken it. I almost would have said, it's okay. It's okay. You don't gotta pay. It's cool. You don't have to pay me. Oh man, you know what? I'm keeping that. That's mine's.
You earned it.
So yeah, that's been my week. I just imagined this whole week like this must be how Poncho feels with that damn cat.
Oh, not quite. I used to have a cat called Garbage, and that cat used to pee everywhere. When my good friend Megan came over, she like got changed and she just left her shorts like in the middle of my living room, and then we got back from somewhere, and then Garbage had pissed all over her shorts. So I was that's incredible.
You rob him from the set of The Office, or his name is Garbage. I call him that because I found him in the garbage.
There used to be this really great YouTube video called "You Suck at Photoshop." It was like a series, and it was this guy, and he played a character that his life was getting progressively worse and worse with each tutorial. So like he did a tutorial on how to do like layer masking, and what had happened in that point of time is like he was living with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend brought home a cat, but the cat like chews up everything and pees everywhere. So like he photoshopped it into a bag of garbage. So and this was like forever ago. This was like probably like 2004 or something like that. So
shit, that's old.
That's where like I got the name Garbage from. And like I remember when that episode of The Office came out and Dwight was like, this is Garbage. He's named Garbage because he eats garbage. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever.
This is the greatest day of my life.
So yeah, that really sucks about your week, Rick. I'm sorry to hear that.
How was your week though?
My week is pretty good. For those of us just joining, Fabio should be joining us soon. Boog is taking the week off. He's in parts unknown. So it's just a threesome this week for sure.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's gonna be great. Yeah, we're gonna talk everything. We're gonna talk Smile Fest, all of it. And we'll get Fabio's expertise, cartoon knowledge on all that. So I'm pretty excited. In terms of my week, it was pretty cool. My family left too. My mom left for real. She went back home to the Philippines.
oh, man, back to the PI, huh?
That's it. My mom is not very like technically savvy. She doesn't know how to do any of that stuff. So we got to the airport like 2 hours early.
That's crazy.
And Ebony Leopard. So Boog is gone. So no head of the show, huh? Incredible. But she was like, you can go. Like, I'll just wait in this line. But like nobody was there yet. This was like 4:30 in the morning. And then I was like, no, I think I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna see what's going on. Let's check you in. Like the kiosk wouldn't check her in. It was giving us this weird error. Turns out now, between the last time she was in the Philippines, which was not that long ago, and now you have to go on like some weird and wacky website, and you have to fill out all of your COVID stuff, which flight you're taking, what seat you're on, and when you get to the Philippines, where you're staying, what street, and like all of that shit. And like, if I had not stayed with my mom, she just wouldn't have done any of that stuff. And like, that's required. So you had to go through this weird website that literally looked like it was made on like angelfire.com or tripod.com or GeoCities or some shit like that. And it's called like the Filipino Go Pass or something like that. But it was really cool having my mom over for like the last 2 weeks. It was just super tight getting to hang out with my mom for sure. To finally talk about toys on the A.C.B.A. podcast, I'll bring it back.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? Imagine talking about toys. I had like a sitcom moment. That's like the only thing I had like a Seinfeld moment. Maybe not Seinfeld moment, but like I think I've talked about this friend of mine on the show before. He's like my friend from Sumter who is like the biggest Ninja Turtles fan I've ever met in my life. I spent the night at his house and we played Armored Core on PS1 and just watched the TMNT coming out of our shells tour on VHS over and over and over.
You know what? I hate to stop you in the middle of your story.
Okay.
One time my friend made me watch that VHS and I was just livid the whole time because all these fucking people kept acting like the turtles were real. We're just like, yeah, there's these brothers, they got a strong bond and it translates to the stage. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're not real. Like it was pissing me off though. I remember I was like a junior in high school and I was like, what's happening? Why are they all acting like they're real? And funnily enough, I don't know if you noticed, Poncho, have you ever watched the show Shark Tank?
Of course.
Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, is in that video.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, he makes a huge speech about how happy he is that he invested in these turtles.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. You gotta rewatch it again and really pay attention to this.
Oh my god, that's so great.
You're watching the Turtles tour?
Did I what?
Said you were watching the Turtles tour, you said? And
Oh yeah, so for my whole life I've known him as like he is like the biggest Ninja Turtles fan I've ever met. This was back when we were like children. We were like in middle school, right? Life goes on. He is just like a completely transformed person right now. Like it doesn't look like he watches cartoons or any of that shit now. He for all intents and purposes, quote, grew up, I guess. He hits me up on Facebook. I have not talked to this man like since I was in middle school. He's like, how you been? And I was like, oh, I'm good, man. What's up? He's like, you still in Sumter? You want some turtles? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, nah, man. I moved to Charleston about 10 years ago. I was like, you're giving up on turtles? What's going on? He goes, yo, I visit North Charleston all the time. And I was like, Ted, I work in North Charleston. What kind of turtle stuff are you trying to offload? Not the coming out of our shells tour for sure. He goes, LOL, I still watch that. He goes, red-eared sliders. And I go, oh my fucking god, this guy's talking about actual real life ass turtles. My dumb toy ass thought he was giving his fucking figures away, and he like hit me up because like I post about toys on my Facebook.
But you know what? You're not the weird one. You're not the wrong one here, Poncho. I promise you, nobody here in this audience, or me included, hits up friends from middle school that they don't talk to and goes, hey, you want a couple of fucking turtles? No, like, that's not toy. Like, what?
Oh, yeah. And I replied, oh, actual living turtles. I was like, ain't no way he's letting TMNT go. He goes, LOL, hell no, never. Yeah, my uncle says he wants them or he can find a pond. I was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on in Sumter?
Yo. He's a great guy. It's just like when you look at how he like the person he is now versus who he was in middle school, it's like there is no fucking way. Like I was like it's great to know that he's still into turtles. It's super sick. So a fairy tale ending, I guess. But I just remember like being in the car with my mom and I'm all, and I'm like, I'm my stupid ass. Like my gears are turning because like my mom was in town. She still has friends in Sumter, and she was like, we were talking about Sumter like earlier in the week, and I was like, "Are you still trying to go to Sumter? Because I'm gonna have a plug on some old Ninja Turtle toys." And then we
Oh my god. It's a good excuse to go pick up some fucking free turtle figs.
Yo, man, that was so crazy. But that was my week, basically.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, do you just want to hop right into stories? I want to wait till Fabio's here to do some community stuff. But there really isn't a lot this week at all in terms of like
Yeah, no.
actual news. It's just Hasbro, Smilefest, and some third party and miscellaneous.
I feel like this is gonna be how we are for like a little while.
Yeah, I think so too. It's that after SDCC lull.
Absolutely.
It's like the time between. I think like the last hurrah was like PowerCon, which just happened. But I think like for the next couple of weeks, at least until HasCon or something, everybody's kind of just keeping everything close to the vest, I guess.
Oh yeah, that was a fun story. So I don't know if anybody knows. You guys know Crunchyroll?
Yeah, of course.
Largest anime streaming service in the world probably right now. Crunchyroll has a convention, just like all these other anime. They have their own convention. It's called Crunchyroll Con, and obviously, we're a very high-ranking news establishment. We're on here at the A.C.B.A podcast. We're very very, very high-ranking individuals. I get a pass to go to Crunchyroll Expo, and I take a look at the vendor list.
Uh-oh.
And buddy, I'm frothing at the mouth. I see Bandai top
Oh
of the
no,
list.
no. Do you really?
I'm like, oh, whoa. Like I'm about to hit up Poncho. Hey man, what do you need? They got this. What's up? I'm thinking I'm about to stun on everybody. I'm like, oh, Fabio thinks he got it at San Diego Comic-Con. This local con gonna fucking hook it up fat, baby.
Let's go.
And boy, was I wrong. It's just Bandai Namco.
Oh.
And they got like nothing. And I like just went up to the booth, like in just a personal joke. Like I know that they didn't care and they didn't appreciate it,
Just
but
a personal joke.
Just went up to them, personal joke. I go, so no toys, huh?
So no toys.
And they're like,
so no head.
What? No. And I'm like, yeah, this sucks. I just walk away. And I just thought to myself, like, this is gonna be a funny story. Like, he's gonna tell somebody, like, dude, this guy just walked up. It's like, there's no toys. I just did it to fuck with the people there.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I was very disappointed. Literally, the only reason I went to the convention was to see like, oh shit, what's Bandai got? And then to rub even more salt in the wound, I show up like 2 hours later after they opened the first day, and I see this random booth with a bunch of like super high quality like anime character cardboard cutouts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and they have so many of them. Like I'm talking like probably like 50 of them.
Oh,
I'm like, okay, this isn't a case of promotion. Like these have to be for sale. Like if you would have seen the booth, you'd have known like, oh yeah, these have to be for sale. I go up to a guy and I'm like, hey man, like, are these for sale? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, you want to see them? And I was like, yeah. Some of them are like folded up behind the booth. He's like going through them. And he's like, yeah, just let me know which ones you want after I'm done showing you all of them and we could work out a deal. I was like, well, hold on, how much are you asking for these things? He's like, oh, we don't want to carry them back. He's like, so some are as low as 20 and the highest ones are 40.
Whoa.
And so I'm like, fucking jackpot.
Let's go.
High quality cardboard cutouts of these anime characters, done deal. And after he's done, I'm like, okay, I want bam, 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 and bam. He goes, oh, those are all already purchased.
What the fuck?
I was like, why'd you show them to me then? What the fuck? You didn't want to see what Tom, Dick, and Harry bought? I don't want to see this shit if I can't buy it. What the fuck are you doing? He's like, but all of these are still available. I was like, yeah, but why'd you show them to me? Like, I want them. He's like, yeah. He's like, but they're sold, and we promised them that we'd hold on to them all weekend and let them take it on the last day. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, what are
No.
you, Target? The
No,
pickup
dude.
order? I was so mad. I was like, I'll give you $20 more. I'll fucking take them now. And he's like, no, man, I can't do that. They already paid for them. I was like, yeah, but I was like, why'd you show them to me then? And he's just like, oh, I don't know. I was like, okay. So I think I'm gonna reconcile a little bit. I'm like, all right. I think I got like a website or something. Like maybe I could just order them later on or something. And he's like, no, you just show up to cons. And I was just like, all right, man. Thanks for nothing. Just walk away.
You lose.
Thank fucking bastard. Really fucked me up. I was super hyped. I was like, okay, no figures, but I'm gonna get like a sick ass cardboard cutout. Like he had the Spy Family characters. Like he had all these like really like well known animes, like with really nice cardboard cutouts, like all life size. And then like, oh, to make it up to me when I was walking away, he's like, wait. We also have an 18+ section of cardboard
Oh
cutouts.
my
Like,
god.
fuck, I look like, nah, man. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? No, I just walk away like a dick.
Oh shit.
And it was funny because he pulls out like this like giant cardboard box that says 18+ on it. He's like, "You want to look at these?"
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, man. You know what? You know what my family would think would be really normal? Not just showing up with a cardboard cutout, but one that's fucking pervy as shit.
Yeah, tits
Be
out,
like, this guy.
puss out,
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah, why not? You know, yeah, if they want tits out, guns out. You know, be genius. Yeah, so shout out to that fucking convention for doing absolutely nothing for me.
Big ups. Big ups.
Big ups to them, baby.
All right, cool. Let's get into Hasbro, I guess. While I pull up Hasbro and get the screen share set up, I'll go through some super chats too.
Hell yeah.
So, hold on 1 second. So, first up the top of the show, Lightspeed hit us with 2. He said, "Good to be back, boys," with 4 fist bumps. Thank you so much, man. Tim Smith hit us with 5. Sorry, what did you say, Rick?
Said, thank you so much, man.
Hell yeah. He said, all the work days pay off on Friday evening. Love, peace, and Popeye's chicken grease. A.C.B.A, number one chicken joint podcast.
Now you're talking.
Oh, shit. All right. Can you see my screen?
Screen is being shared.
Right,
shout out to that one video of you seen that video that's going popular of like first Popeyes opening at Canada?
Oh no, what is
like,
that?
The line being like 8 hours long and like how crazy it was, and like these white people just like the kindest white people, eh? And like go to the front and go see how much the chicken is, eh? That's hilarious.
I
Shout out
told
to those guys.
This weekend I told my dad. He messaged me, he said he was eating Jollibee. And I said, I wish there was a Jollibee here. And my dad was floored and flabbergasted that Charleston does not have a Jollibee. And I was like, you and me both, Dad. What's going on?
You're preaching to the choir, pal. Where's your dad living at?
He lives in Philippines. He lives in Angeles City.
Oh, okay. He's in the Philippines.
Yeah, he's in motherland, baby.
He has the real deal Jollibees.
He really does. He really do. Bo Biggs hit us with 10. Hell yeah. Fat Man collectively hit us with 10. Bo Biggs, the man, the myth. Fat Man collectively hit us with 10. First saying, can't wait to hear you guys talk about that new Spidey 5-pack full of bucks that are 10 years old and a kit bash I've had since 1892.
Fat Man, you better gear up. What's happening?
Which Spider-Man pack is that? Is that the Venom one we talked about last week or no?
I think that's what he's... Oh, no, he's talking about the Amazon one that's like the ones with villains on it. You know, it has like
what?
Razorback. And
yeah. Okay.
That the worst Molten Man I've ever seen.
He also said, I can't believe Howard the Duck is going to be full price. The robot from Rocky 4 has better articulation. Hasbro, what the fuck are you doing?
Happy birthday, Polly.
Shout
Shout out to that robot from Rocky 4.
Would you like a foot massage, Polly? Or where the fuck it says. All right. Okay, so we're here right now. So what was this? Did you watch this, Rick, or no?
What do you mean? The stream?
Yeah, the stream for Hasbro.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Well, neither did I.
Yeah, I mean, I saw these reveals.
Yeah, hey,
just not on the stream.
Hey, no,
And nothing against the Hasbro team, but
yeah, this is a no disrespect zone.
This is a no disrespect zone unless your name is Todd McFarlane. Yeah, no, I just didn't happen to catch it. I figured it wouldn't be big news or anything like that, so I was like, I won't really make the effort because I know it's not going to be nothing crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like when they do, whether it's called HasCon or Hasbro PulseCon, whatever the hell they call it now, like I feel like that is gonna be like where whatever the next HasLab is, or like really big news would be. So I really didn't I didn't make it a priority to watch the stream.
Okay. Well, so let's just go through the paces. So they shut off this this Jimmy Woo, aka Jim Halper, aka John Krasinski, aka the softest Jimmy Woo sculpt I've ever seen in my life. Which is what a lot of people are saying. I kind of think it looks like him, but I don't know. What do you think, Greg?
Yeah, like it looks like him, but this is pretty soft, man. Come on, these guys are Hasbro's taking tips from Mezco apparently.
Soap Studios.
Yeah, Soap Studios. They're softening the fuck out of these sculpts, man. I don't know what's going on, man. They throwing Downey in this wash? Like, what's happening?
I think like his face, like in this angle, it looks too round. But then like right here, it looks fine right here. But then again, in this one, it looks a little too round. I don't know. I don't know. Like this is like when I think of Jimmy Woo, when I see this head sculpt, I see fresh off the boat Jimmy Woo. Whereas like when he appears in what do you call it? WandaVision and like Ant-Man, he looks a little slimmer than he does in Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah, it almost makes you wonder if like the person that was sculpting just Googled him, saw a picture from Fresh Off the Boat, and he was like, "Yeah, this does it."
Dang, dude. This yeah, I mean like I feel like he has more like sharp like just like aging lines in his face, and this is it's not insinuating that. Like you can see on like the packaging that he has like pretty pronounced like laugh lines, and then his brow line is really pronounced as well. You know, granted he's not making this exact same expression in the figure, but like it's just a little soft. This looks like a you know what, this looks like this looks like a selfie series figure if I've ever seen one.
Oh, you know what? That might have been what they did. Somebody was like, "Hey, get a picture of Woo up here and put it in the selfie scanner. That'll just be how we do it. We don't have to sculpt anymore."
So I didn't know that the selfie series scanner was at SDCC.
Yeah, it was. I'm surprised Fabio didn't do one.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I could have sworn, like I thought that he would have gone there for sure, but you know his time was pretty limited or anything like that. But I actually saw Norm from Tested. He did a whole video on it that was released 2 weeks ago when SEC was going on, but it just wasn't recommended to me until just now. And that video is interesting because it really does go through like the process of the selfie series and what it's like when like you scan in and stuff. Like I'll scrub through it real quick. I'll bring it up and I'll
Damn, that's a fucking Norm sculpt right there. that fucking that thumbnail picture was hilarious. Looked just like him.
Yeah, the thumbnail does look a lot like Norm right here. But I did notice something, like, so they scan you, right? Like they definitely scan your face, but it's more of like, so when I first heard about this, and I'm sure when anybody first heard about this, they thought that it was like a true 3D scan of your face, and then the mold of the head would line up with how your head is like sculpted and whatever, right? But the more and more I see of this video, and the more and more like sculpts that I see people get like their final product, it really doesn't seem like that. It's less that and more of like an NBA 2K type type beat where they just scan like they take a photo of your face, and then maybe the software like just matches it with the closest mold they have. Like here's like a whole line of people right here, and like the head sizes are pretty different among all of them, but I don't know, it's really weird because like when Norm scans his face right here, so you can see his face right here. A lot of his features are very pronounced. He has like a pretty tall like jawline, and his nose is pretty pronounced, and his brow is pretty pronounced as well, and his side profile is very unique. But then you get to like his actual figure, which is right here, and it doesn't look like his bone structure at all. Like it looks nothing like his actual bone structure. So I'm really curious to see like what the process is. Are they just matching? Because like they partnered up with Form Labs, and they basically just 3D print all these heads, right? But like the workflow of taking everybody's like 3D data and whatnot, and then printing that, like that, it doesn't make sense. Like logistically, it doesn't make sense, especially in terms of like of what do you call it? Of just like a 3D print, like a 3D scan and print workflow. Like when you scan your own 3D head, like I scanned my head like 3 or 4 years ago, right? And then but like it doesn't scan your whole head. Like every program you use with a phone, especially phone programs that are like this right here, where you like move slightly to the left and you move slightly to the right, like it doesn't capture all the data of like the back of your head or anything like that. So it doesn't make a true like what do you call it? Like a true 3D sculpt of your head. It just takes the data from like the front or whatever. So what I think is happening here is it'll take the geometry from your face. Christopher Miller points it out. Yeah, photogrammetry. Like it's definitely a form of photogrammetry. I think they're taking the same data that photogrammetry uses, but I think that they're taking that data and matching it to see, and using it to see like the closest match to a set of like one between 1 and like 5 or 10 different head shapes that they already have. And like that's what it is. Like it'll just find like the nearest neighbor of like an asset set that they have. Machi Toys brings up a really great point. It probably matches with a library of eyes, nose, and mouth shapes. Like a video game. Yeah, just like NBA 2K or just like WWE 2K or any sort of weird 2K game where you scan your face and you look like a fucking goblin at the end of it. But all that to say, like the app does look really cool. And I know, so this is like the biggest culprit. They scan his face and this is what they get. This looks fucking nothing like him. Like,
yeah, Jesus Christ, that looks like a Russian woman.
It's crazy. It looks like 11 in season.
Yeah, man. That looks like that one villain from fucking Ghostbusters. Does not look like Norm right there.
Koopa Steve says, "Is this more customizable than making your own Soul Calibur character?" But yeah, like the app, he goes through the app, like you can do like you can adjust your skin tone and all that stuff, and you know, I think for like the casual audience, or even somebody that doesn't have like an extremely unique bone structure, like this is still it. Like at the end of the day, so like this is what Norm looks like normally, and then this is like his figure. It really doesn't look anything like him. But at the end of the day, it's $60. I still think that they take the photos they take of your face, like they still do some sort of like light pass of your features on this mold, hopefully, I think.
Yeah.
But still think at the end of the day, for like $60, it's still pretty reasonable. I think it's gonna be like a big hit with like really casual type audiences. But like I know when this thing was first announced, there were tons of dudes in the community that were super, super excited. Especially big shout out to Plastic Thunder, Johnny on Facebook. He was talking about like him and a lot of other people were talking about like maybe this is finally our chance to get like celebrity head sculpts or stuff like that. And then I think even like all of us on the podcast at the very beginning were almost immediately like, it's not going to be like you upload a picture or whatever. You're going to have to use an app or something. So it's not as easy as uploading a like a front and side profile of a celebrity and just getting anybody you want. Um, and then uh, I think we went even further saying that like it might not even be that good because they used to do the same shit at Toys R Us, like in New York when that was still a thing. And I think I said like the real like 5D chess move is going on Fiverr and hiring a celebrity lookalike to scan their face on the app, and that's like the only way you'll get something like that. But then now we look at it in like its final form, and it just seems a little limited in its current stage. But to be fair, it's like the first iteration of anything like this. Um, I feel like it's so limited because there's just so much stuff that can go drastically wrong with somebody, you know, if it is truly unlocked and you can just let somebody like upload any 3D scan they want and then Formlabs will print it and Hasbro will put it on a action figure, like the regulations are, it's just too much. Like what's stopping somebody from like scanning their ass and like fucking getting skilled? Like it's just too much.
Yeah, like obviously it's like a different situation, but a similar one at the same time. Like you know the shoe company Vans.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you know like all their shoes are like really plain. And Vans has a customizing like option where like
Hello.
you could take your Vans whatever you want. You know? And they I thought like, oh shit, game on. I'm about to have fucking like berserk Vans. I'm about to have crazy shit. And then when I tried to do it, you know, it told me like, no, we know that this isn't you. And I would try to game the system. I'd tell my friend like, hey man, flip the picture, or like do this or do that, and like I'm gonna try to like game, and I'm trying to game them and like get some like fucking anime Vans or something. And yeah, it was not fucking with me. It like knew that it wasn't my picture, and yeah, it was not fucking with me trying to game the system.
Yeah, there's a lot of like regulations placed on this type of like the freedom of uploading your own image. Like there's, and that stuff has to be in place just to keep the gears turning. When you look at like the display that they have, like these look pretty unique. But then again, we have no idea what these people actually look like. So
Yeah, like they all look different, they all look unique, but like if we saw what people they were based on, like maybe we wouldn't say that. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that Ghostbuster right there was Dwight.
yeah, there's another one down here that looks like Dwight too. The Spider-Man looks like Dwight.
Yeah, see, like that, like if somebody told me like, yeah, that's Dwight, I'd be like, yep, I could tell it is because it kind of looks like him, but it doesn't really.
Yeah, and like you can kind of see like his eyes. You see how he has like those, this figure has like bags under its eyes or whatever. There's no way that's sculpted. Like it's got to be like the image that was scanned and then they paint it over it, and that's where you get like more of these features and whatnot from people that like these subtle nuances in of, you know, facial features that make everybody look a little bit different. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
if they do stuff like that, then maybe it's a little bit more of a hit. But like Norm's face scan was so soft, like his details were so soft, and you look at Norm's face and he has like a lot of like really sharp features, but like none of that is present on his actual figure. So
Yeah,
uh
like his nose is very unique, and that figure does not match his nose even a little bit.
yeah, it's crazy. Really nothing. Nothing there at all. So it's unfortunate. But like for what it is for like casual people, I think it's great. But Nico Hodge, he brought up a really great point in the chat. He said, reminder to the community that an actual customizer / 3D sculptor can do your actual head for real for about $60 anyway. You'd still need to paint it and get a body though. So it's good for casuals. Yeah, so it's a really good trade-off. It's like a really cool thing to like get like, I don't know, you're fucking like you're like a family member for like Christmas. Like they're really into Iron Man. Get them this. It's like it has an audience, but unfortunately for our community where everybody was thinking that we'd get like we'd get like we get like sculptor shelf level quality head sculpts of ourselves. There's no way.
Yeah, we really like at this point we have to hope that that just with time they'll have more like base sculpts and stuff like that. They'll like I don't know how to word it, but like that they'll have more bases to go off of.
Yeah, a bigger library.
That it'll get better. Yeah. Like the library will slowly get bigger. Like different head shapes will be in place, and different hairstyles are going to be in place and whatnot. But you know, as of right now, it's just okay. It's fine. It's like if your kid wanted a custom action figure, or you're a toy collector and you really want to get your kid into toys, like something you and him can do.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like it's good for that. It's definitely good for casual fans or and whatnot.
Yeah, and the last thing I want to bring up is somebody in chat mentioned Machu Toys mentioned I might try and have a screaming head of myself and use it as a background character in A.C.B.A. And that was another thing. Like there's a couple of figures here that have like their teeth showing. Like this one coming up right now is like a really good head sculpt right here, and like she's smiling. So like if it can do like exaggerative facial like movements, or I don't know the English language. If they can do like expressions, if they can do like exaggerative expressions, then I think that's a win for sure. Like no, then we can finally retire that fucking that hood figure that is in every single photo right now.
Oh my god, yeah. He's the screaming person in every single fucking picture.
Mm-hmm. Fat Man says my fat head on that Pink Ranger body, damn it. Christopher Miller says they are expanding the library over time. Yeah, so like this is very much first generation version of this. I think the fact that this is even available is like pretty wild, to be fair. But you know, just over time it'll just keep on getting better and better. Anyway, all that to say, this sculpt looks pretty soft.
Soft?
And let's see, the bath is Conchu right here. What do you think of this? Do you think it looks pretty good, or what's going on?
I like the Conchu. I like it, man.
I like it too.
But I don't want to buy that wave to get it.
No, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Like, well, like I'm kind of in like a middle ground. Like, why don't you want to buy the wave? Because you're not into the characters, or because like you think it's too expensive?
Oh well, like here's the thing. Okay, I said it before about some of the figures in this wave, but like that Howard the Duck is absolutely bogus.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
And
it's like, fucking disrespectful.
Like I know sometimes the Hasbro team will watch or listen, or maybe somebody will say like, "Hey man, like they said this." Like, I hope they're listening and they understand like this kind of stuff. Like I understand that there's a budget, but this is like unacceptable. Like you can't expect people to pay $30 for this, and like I understand that there's budgets and whatnot, and I don't expect this dude to move like a freaking SH Figure Arts or anything like that, but like there's got to be something. Like this thing is a statuesque. Yeah, this thing is a statue. Like even if they gave it the articulation of those like weird retro figures that they do, you know what I'm talking about? Like even if
Yeah.
it's just a up and down, like you got to do something because this is like this is no there's no way, man. It's like it's essentially like a statue. Um
Hunter
and
Jeans brings
you
up
know
something I was just about to say. The first time we ever see him in the MCU, he's sitting there, and we can't even do that.
exactly, man. Like it and I was just about to say that it's not like I expect to pose this guy like crazy, but like the basic things it should be able to do. He can't even sit down. Like I would not be surprised if there's not even a waist twist on this thing.
Oh, that'd be
Like
rough.
it would not surprise me, it would not shock me. And like even if there was like that, then what? He can do something with his hands facing one way or another. Like it's just it's rough. Like there's no there's no excuse they can give. They have 3 3/4 inch figures that are super articulated with Star Wars, or even just the basic ones. Like I said, like with those retro figures, like even if it just had an up and down on the legs, like I'd still be annoyed, but I'd be like, oh, they put something there. They didn't do much. Like the only figures I want from this wave are fucking the detective, fucking Jim Halpert, and and I want that Loki. Like
Yes.
I don't really I don't
Th-
want anything else.
this is the standout figure in the wave for me.
Oh yeah,
Is this
this is where
Loki?
all the money went. Look at it.
It looks fantastic. I remember when they announced the Hot Toys, I was like, we have got to get this guy as a Marvel Legend. And like I hope they try. Please try. And I mean it doesn't disappoint. Like this head sculpt right here is fantastic. But like here's hoping it actually comes out like that, first of all. And then here's hoping that you're not blindsided by the blind box and you get like some weird misprint or something.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know if you are up to date like on how Transformers does their boxes.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah, it has
Yeah,
a window, but there's no plastic.
yeah. Like do that. Like doing it this way is really rough. Like I don't know if you've seen. Damn, I don't know if I took a picture of it. Somebody in the Marvel Legends group bought that null $100 pack.
Oh, and
Like
his wing
ridiculously.
wasn't painted?
Yeah, and the wing wasn't even painted, brother.
Yeah, let me
Like
I
that's
somebody in one of the group chats I'm in actually brought that up too. Let me pull that up because that is that applies to what we're talking about right now. But yeah, that's crazy. I saw it he said he saw it on
look at
Instagram.
that. That
Uh
is
yeah, shout out to Jacob Toys on Instagram. Well, I mean not really shout out, but our condolences
yeah.
because this poor bastard got an unpainted wing, dude. How does that happen?
Yeah, man, like completely unpainted, not like oh, it missed a couple passes. Like no, man, it missed every pass. It just
Yeah. I mean, there may
it's
only be
rough.
two, but it missed them both.
Yeah, man, this is what we're paying almost $100 for. Like this is what the price hikes are for. Like this is rough, man. Like there's there's ways to do the packaging where it doesn't have to have the plastic. We could still see it, and we'll know, and the sellers will know what's there, and won't get bamboozled. Like this is rough, man. It's kind of they really need to do what the Transformers team is doing, and it's not like it's more susceptible to theft with that like windowless window. Like it's the same thing. It's just a little cut for you to see what's in there instead. It's still tied down to the package with the string, and it still has that random birthday tissue paper that's been left over. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no difference besides the fact that we and the sellers get to see what's inside the box. Like this sucks.
I want to know like more about this. Like, so 0 issues with a windowless box into the very last box of Champion. But this is what's interesting is like this is very clearly the back of the wing. He's not showing the exact same thing that he's showing over here. Um, not to say that like that maybe he's like making something out of nothing, but it is. I did notice that this is the back of the wing. Maybe it's not. Is it supposed to look like the front? I don't know.
Yeah, this isn't a pack that I wanted, so it's hard for me to say
what the
if
back is
that is the
supposed to
case.
look like.
Yeah, but I still stand by that they got to have that open
True.
window, baby.
Yeah, I mean, like
Cause
100%. I
it's
still
strange.
agree with you, but I think it's important that we point it out because it
Yeah,
is.
it is strange because their other 6-inch line
Oh,
with Fortnite does the same thing too. Have like a
well,
little like window where you can see inside the box.
well. Here goes. People in chat are correcting. He says that he got 2 right wings. That's what's messed up about it.
Oh,
So that makes perfect
yeah,
sense. So it's not about the paint at
yeah,
all or anything like that. It's just about that he just got 2 left wings or 2 right
yeah, that
wings.
still sucks. That still sucks.
If Boog was here, one right wing is enough. Oh, no,
Yeah, that's still pretty rough, man. You know, uh, with the higher prices, you know, we expect a better quality control.
Yeah, and like this goes beyond like I mean it's not like this is a new problem. Like I've heard stories of people getting like 2 left feet and 2 left calves and just weird stuff like that.
Or who can forget like that really strange period in time where a lot of Transformers were coming with no heads. I mean, not
So
Transformers,
no
Power
head.
Rangers. Power Rangers, no heads. Remember all those Power Rangers that kept showing up to stores with no heads?
Yeah, the ninja ones, right?
Yeah, the Ninjetti ones, like when they first started to come out, like stuff like that, man. Like, what if there's because they said they're gonna move to all products with no plastic. Like, what are we gonna do? That happens next time. You're just gonna believe us, or is Target gonna have to believe me? And what if Target doesn't believe me? You know,
Yeah,
like
that's true. I mean,
like it's so funny. Like I know my comic book shop that's near me is gonna do it because they already do it now. There's this like they're not a chain because they're all owned by one guy. It's a bunch of comic shops near me that are like really popular. They're all huge. They're all like what you'd call like destination comic book shops where they're like really impressive. They
mhm.
have hella statues and stuff like that. They have like every fucking card game, like it's that kind of store. When you go there, they tell you there's no refunds unless you
Oof,
open the product right in front of their face.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean,
Yes, like my brother bought what's Imagination Works Goku. And when we got
oh
to the
yeah,
house,
Jesus Christ.
there was a rip in the arm. And I went back to the comic book shop and they were like, "Yeah, like they have to have told you because we tell everybody when we check out it's a part of our speech. We do not accept returns and refunds unless you open the product right in front of us and prove to us that it's not your fault." And they fucked with the wrong one. And I've been going to those comic book shops since before they were famous and before they were popular. And I know the owner. And I was like, "Get Mel on the phone. I know who he is. Get him on
Mel.
the fucking phone." That's his name, Mel. I think his name is Melvin, but he shortens it to Mel. It's more manlier, I guess. And she's like I'm not being a Karen about it, but I'm just like, hey, listen, like he's a little kid. He didn't
I was
know,
like, you're being
like
a Karen.
yeah. I was like, I'm the adult here.
Say it with your
Obviously, this
chest,
little
Rick.
fucking yeah. We gave this little kid $100, and he went into the store and bought it. Like we weren't there with him. We didn't know. So I was like, get your owner on the phone. And like he knows who I am, so I'll talk to him. She's just like, no, it's all right. She's like, I'll just exchange it. She's like, but you have to open the new one right in front of me right now. And that's what we
Yeah.
did.
Hell yeah.
We opened that Goku right in front of her face, and I was like, here you go. There's nothing wrong with it. I was like, so I can't come back here telling you nothing. She's like, all right. She wasn't being a bitch about it or anything like that. She
Yeah,
was
it's
just
just the
being
policy.
yeah. She was just trying to tell me the policy, but I was just explaining to her that this little child just didn't understand the
Right.
policy and whatnot.
Rick said,
And
I'm
so
not the one.
like now what? Like what if we run into a Target employee that's not having a good day
And what if?
and they don't believe us? Like what? Like things like that could happen. It's very plausible. So I don't know. It's kind of rough.
What if, huh?
Give us a window, man. Give us a little windy. Oh, and who could forget this Paul Rudd that looks nothing like Paul Rudd?
Right, this looks like Saul Goodman.
Yeah, it doesn't. And it's
This
so
is
funny. 'Cause I
Slippin'
thought to
Jimmy. It's
myself,
not even Saul Goodman. It's Slippin' Jimmy.
I thought to myself, you know what, man? Maybe I just don't remember the episode enough. So I go to the episode and I'm like, yeah, this still doesn't look like it. It's not
Yeah,
even real.
it's
Not even a real person,
strange.
man.
It's strange. The the color of the hair sculpt is also very light. I don't understand. I don't. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is like the thing with the Howard the Duck is like a lot of people have also been bringing up that this wave is really, really thin when it comes to accessories too. This Howard the Duck comes with no hands or anything. So like the only iconic scenes you have with Howard the Duck in the MCU is when he shows up in Guardians of the Galaxy and he's sitting down and drinking alcohol, and then when he shows up in Endgame and is holding a gun. And you can't have him doing either of those things.
Not just that. Not just that, but like even in What If, he's drinking the whole time.
That's
he gets
true.
married to what? He gets married to what's her fucking face. And he's drunk the whole time. Like, so we can't even have this guy getting drunk and married to a bespeckled bosomy woman. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. It's wild, man.
Yeah,
It's,
and all of them are lacking in accessories. Like Wu comes with a card, so like that's cool.
yeah.
Like, what about everybody else?
Loki probably has the best accessories of the wave, and it's just like hands with magic in them.
Magic hands.
And then so here's He Who Remains. I think this one looks good too. I mean, like, you know,
Yeah,
these
that
figures
looks like
look
John Major.
good. Like I feel if price wasn't a factor with these, like I don't really mind this wave, to be quite honest. Like when it comes to like who we're getting, the Howard the Duck is unacceptable. Like there's no getting around that. But like, you know, you're getting a lot of like unique stuff in this wave. Like Woo is a lot of reused parts. Like this jacket is, I imagine, is this jacket Peter B. Parker? I don't know. Probably not.
It's either Peter or it's Punisher.
But like his legs are
maybe not.
reused, like the body is reused from Bilbo Baggins or whatever his name is, and
Yeah, the even if the jacket's new, everything else isn't. The legs, the arms, the hands, the same.
The
annoying
Loki
hand.
though is brand new. I would imagine most of it, like a good chunk of it, is brand new. And
yeah, and not only is he brand new, but it looks like a lot of like what he is added on like soft rubber. So maybe this could even be a mold that they use for somebody else in the future.
Hopefully. Koopa is bringing up Jacket might be from TVA Loki. Oh, for sure, just recolored, 100%. This He Who Remains is, I want to say it's mostly new as well. I can't imagine who else has fucking Birkenstocks. Maybe the Jeff Goldblum has Birkenstocks, maybe. Or maybe,
shit.
Maybe they were like sandals. I don't remember. This Howard the Duck is brand new, although he has no articulation. This Red Skull is like a lot of reuses, I'd imagine. I have Red Skulls in my collection, but I do not look at him. So I'm not an expert on that. And then of course, like this Iron Man is like all reused except for the head sculpt. This Wanda, same thing with the Wanda. It's just like a new deco pass on her legs to make it look like it's ripped. So I mean, like all in all, I think it's a serviceable wave. Like I'm one of the people that like actually really likes the Disney Plus series characters, and like I'm super down to get Marvel Legends of them. Like MCU characters is what got me back into Marvel Legends. So like I'm more susceptible to buy a Marvel Legend of an MCU character versus like a classic comic book character. That's just me personally. So like this wave is like pretty cool to me. And like I think it's cool to have with this Iron Man and then now this Wanda, you can have like 3 zombie MCU characters, which I think is pretty cool. And then once that zombie show comes out, then you'll have like way more. But like it's the beginning of a team right here. I would say just like funny enough, like the odd man out here is probably Red Skull for me. If I like that would be the only thing that kind of would have me like, oh, I got to buy another Red Skull. I guess that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's just, I don't know. It's too expensive. It's too expensive for this shit. Especially like the Iron Man. Like, the new deco passes are pretty cool, but like, I don't know, dude. It's just a new zombie head sculpt. I mean, like realistically, like what more could you want? But like, I think it'd be really great to get like a whole like a new sculpt of armor that has like metal chipped off and like a lot more damage to it and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I understand that like this is where they go to like save on the budget of the wave. Um and then the same thing with Wanda too. I would imagine. Well, I mean, maybe the Wanda has like a new like overcoat part, and maybe her arm is new too, because this looks molded right here, like the rips in her overcoat. I don't fucking. Uh, let's see. He's got other bits of arm messing showing bones, flesh underneath. Says Boo Cat. Oh, the Ebony Leopard says it does have. What do you call it? Oh, okay. So that is a sculpt right here with like his forearm bone coming through. It's just something about. Oh, okay, and his torso is new too. You can see his rib cage right here. Okay. Okay, in that sense, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they did some new things then.
Yeah, for sure. That's quite nice. I stand corrected. Hell yeah. It's not enough for me though, says Fat Man.
Still not enough for me.
But all that being said, like I'm stoked for the wave, but like paying full price for this thing is never ever going to happen for me. Like, unfortunately. Like I remember back when they bumped these guys up to $22. Even then I was like, I'm gonna wait for a sale. I'm gonna get this whole thing. Fat Man says, wait, why are his ribs in his stomach? Hey man, he's just built different, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
he built different.
But yeah, dude. Do you even still collect Marvel Legends? I know last year when they announced that price hike and whatnot, you kind of were like, that was like your breaking point. You were swearing it off. Are you sticking by that?
I buy here and there, like when I think something's worth it and whatnot. Like I do buy here and there. Definitely not like before. Like before, it would be kind of rare that I would miss a wave. Like if anything, I would. It's funny because I'm a little bit of the opposite. I don't really buy the movie stuff, but not because I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I don't want to spend on something else. Like, oh man, I'm already doing all the comic shit. I gotta do the movie stuff. So I would miss those. Those would be like my waves that I would allow myself to miss. But now it's just like it's hard to justify. Like I cannot justify buying these figures at these prices like you. I'm just waiting for my GameStop now. They have the best stock and their stock always goes on sale. Like it's better for me to do that. Not just that, but like Amazon right now has a ton of Legends on sale and Walmart always has their Legends on sale. Like I can't be out here paying retail prices. In California with our tax, we're paying essentially $30 a Legend. You know,
Yikes.
give or take $1 and some change. We're paying $30 a Legend. I can't do that. Like it's funny. Like yesterday, I found the whole Bonebreaker wave at my Walmart because Walmart is the only place that, at least near me, that gets full cases. My targets are all still pieces of shit, and they all still do full character cases. But my Walmart still does a full like standard like true case, and they what's it called? I saw that whole Bonebreaker wave, and I thought to myself, like, yeah, I can't do this. Like, I want this maggot, but he has no fucking glasses. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to pay fucking $30 for a dude that don't even got the glasses? What are we doing here?
What are you doing? So this is the last piece of Marvel Legends news. Is this Spider-Man pack? What do you think, Rick? I can't even think straight. Looking at this.
Yeah. Number one, that Molten Man looks like shit. It looks like he should be named Goldman, and like they're really pushing the limits of making this man look molten believable. Like this is a joke. Like this is no good.
I didn't even register this was Molten Man because it looks
Yeah,
nothing like him.
and it's so strange because this is another time where there's absolutely no excuse. Literally everything here is an old sculpt.
Yeah.
Like everything is old. Everything is reused. Like okay, fine, they're gonna be reused, whatever. But Jesus, man, like this is
Well,
the Molten Man.
to be fair, like this is like a Silver Age Molten Man, I think. So here's what Molten Man looks like. Sometime, I mean, hold on.
Oh, definitely want that Bath one.
So
Definitely want that.
here he is. I mean, I don't know. It kind of looks like. No.
There we go. The wings.
Oh my god, more wings. I mean, I don't know, dude.
Everything is a repaint. Like they couldn't have given us shiny paint or like a shiny plastic mix.
Yeah, they
You
have
could
the
just
mix because they've used it. Like they
yeah,
have
like
like
this
that
just
marbling pearlescent type thing. So why
yeah,
not use it? You know.
this looks so dull and weird. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. When everything is reused, like it should at least look good if it's gonna be reused. I'll give it to them. I don't mind the other ones. Like I think what the fuck is his name? Razorback.
Yeah,
And I don't know the name of the fruit fly man.
it's Fruit Fly Man.
Oh, there he is, fruit fly man. I knew it. And but you know what? I will say I don't like that silver mane either. We did that. We all created that like custom. The toy community, the Marvel Legends community, we made that custom 5 years ago. You cannot try to sell us a head sculpt that's on the RC car on the body that we put it on 5 years ago and claim it as yours and do it again. Like that's bullshit. I'd rather have had him in a suit. I'd rather have had him in the stupid ass like suit that we always get every time. I'd still be annoyed, but at least I wouldn't feel insulted. Like this is the most blatant moment of Hasbro copying the community that's ever been done. Like people, especially customizers, I don't mean to offend customizers. Customizers love to toot their own horn. Like, oh yeah, Hasbro, I did this 5 years ago. Yeah, like man, we you got a very small amount of followers for us to be thinking that they fucking caught your account and they copied this 5 years ago. But this is different. This is like everyone did this. Everyone copied this. Everyone copied each other and did this 5 years ago. Like this is the most blatant them copying what the community did like years later moment. So that kind of sucks. Um, I don't know why this Peter's black suit was
That's crispy.
that's ultimate
Yeah, that's
Spider-Man.
definitely Ultimate Spider-Man.
I don't remember him having that suit. Somebody fucking correct me if I'm wrong. As this podcast has illustrated many times before, we're never afraid to be
That's
wrong.
crispy.
But fucking let me know if this Peter was ever in this suit, and if he was, how this relates to anybody else here because none of these other characters are from the Ultimates universe.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange thing to to include him in there. Blake Kwame is bringing up an a very very interesting viewpoint. He says box sets like this and the Wolverine box set are extra characters Hasbro is sneaking in. These are D-list characters that didn't fit into any waves, hence the reuse and random assortment and minimal effort. He says collectors don't understand this is an attempt to put out more figures that wasn't budgeted for the year. I mean, you're 100% right. Like there's no question that is not that's what they're doing here for sure. But like I think the biggest thing is like I would kind of rather them wait to have the budget and do it right than to than you know than this. It's kind of like, I mean,
That's
I appreciate
frisky.
it, but like, you couldn't have tried more. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's like I said, like my biggest point. Like we obviously understand that that's the point of this. They're usually easy to do repaints or characters that they just slap a head on a body on and sell to Amazon for at a lower price, and obviously Amazon charges whatever the hell that they want to charge.
True.
But like that Silvermane, like not only is it a slap in the face that we all did this like 5 years ago, but it's like the moment where you could use a cheap suited body, we probably wouldn't mind. You don't do it. It was a Peter that I don't think canonically ever happened, and even if it did happen, it doesn't make sense with any of these characters. He was a molten man that's like so dull colored, looks like Jello. Oh, like I said, I don't mind a fucking fruit fly over there and Razorback. Those look perfectly fine. I actually really like that Razorback. But it's just the little things, man. Like it's just the little things that add up to like I'm supposed to pay $100 for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is what
you feel like
you know.
I wish there was as much effort put into Razorback and Fruitfly Man. Uh, I just wish it was, the same amount of effort across the board. Ebony Leopard brings up, how do you do these characters right though? Like, what would be your definitive silver guy, like, instead of this kit bash that's mass produced?
Yeah, if I was doing Silvermane, like ideally, I would want him in a suit with a new Silvermane head, not this one in his fucking mechanical cap.
Hmm.
I would want the suit like a new Silvermane head, with like his hair, before he gets swapped on some sort of mechanical body. I'd want him with like a suitcase, you know. I'd want him, I think those kind of things they're not too much to ask. A Peter that makes sense and is accurate, like I don't think that's too much to ask. Like if they put what's that really nice new Spider-Man that they did? Is it the one on the spinneret
Yeah, it's
box?
the Spinneret 2-pack one.
Yeah, like nobody's gonna cry boo if that was the Spider-Man in this box. Like nobody's gonna complain about the Spider-Man with the toe joints, the new body that you can already use it again. You could already get your money out of that mold, do it again and put it in this box. Nobody's gonna complain. And it's the little things, man, that add up when they're raising these prices. Those little things matter. Like that Molten Man, like you want me to pay $100 for a box with a Molten Man that looks like he was made out of melted crayons on TikTok? Like, what are we doing here? And like it's not like this box is trash or like I'm saying it's terrible. Like I like that Razorback and fucking whatever the hell his name's Fruit Fly Man is. Like those look really good. It's just the little things, man, that like I'm not paying $100 for this, especially when no offense to anybody in the comments, but like nobody can tell me anything when all these Amazon boxes go on sale. All of them. I don't think there's ever been an Amazon exclusive that has ever not gone on sale like at least 30% off, sometimes even deep discount, like
Yeah.
50 and over sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the complaint that I'm having. Like, not only are you cutting these corners, you're doing things that are not only disrespectful with that Silvermane, but like they kind of suck, like with that Molten Man, like with this random black suit kid Peter. Um, but the fact that not only do you want us to pre-order these on Tuesday, August the 16th, but 6 months from now, we're gonna be on deep discount. You know what I mean? Or even during Black Friday, it's gonna be on deep discount. You know, it's kind of shitty.
So a lot of people are saying that like this is what Silvermane looks like.
No, I know that's what he looks like, but we already did it 5 years ago. Like now I'm the Fabio of the episode, arguing with them. Like I've never said that that's not how Silvermane looks or that he didn't have a mechanical body. But I know it is because I did it 5 years ago, and so did everybody else. You know, I
Well,
mean that
to be
I
fair,
would have liked.
how to play devil's advocate here, like how easy is it to get a hold of these parts now to make your own custom? Would you argue that it's easier to just buy it pre-made from Hasbro themselves versus tracking down, like, what is this, an Ultron body and like a bath part from 5 years ago?
That Ultron I know is cheap. That Ultron is cheap. I know it. Maybe that part that's on the RC car isn't as easy to get. I don't keep up with that one, and I know sometimes older Marvel Legends can go for good money. So maybe that one does go for money, but like I'm saying, I still would have wanted a Silvermane. Give us one with his full head of hair before he's on the robotic body on a suit. Give us like a briefcase. Give us different hands. But that'd have been nice. Not this kit bash that all of us did 5-6 years ago. $100+ for a box. Like I deserve to have these kind of to be able to complain like that. I think anybody here in the comments too is able to have their complaints or their wants when they're up in the prices like that, and especially when a few months from now this thing's gonna be on deep discount. You guys are acting like this box is like a San Diego Comic exclusive. This thing is gonna be on Amazon for forever. This thing's probably gonna be on Amazon on sale 2 years from now. The Wolverine box is still on discount, I think. It's rough, man. It's rough. Just the little things that add up to me not wanting to buy the box, even though I do like that Razorback.
That's it. Well, you heard it here first. People were saying that like the Ultimate Spider-Man is cool. They just wish it was single carded. I believe that too. Especially since somebody brought it up earlier that the regular Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker came out. So like it's cool to have this as like a part of that same universe. I think that's pretty cool.
Somebody let me know. Is that accurate? I don't remember that.
I mean, like the Ultimate Spider-Man game, like that was on like PS2 and Xbox and GameCube. Like he was in the black suit for a lot of that game too. And then
it was this Peter. It was this child.
Yeah, because that game is based off the Ultimate Universe.
See, now we're stretching the imagination here. I have to imagine that this is GameCube Peter Parker. You see what I mean? You see what I mean here? Like now we're stretching the imagination. It's not like it's an ugly figure or anything like that, but let me know if I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. Let me know if he actually did wear this in the comic. I think maybe on the TV show Ultimate Spider-Man, I think maybe he does wear the suit on that TV show.
People are saying that the game is canon.
I mean, there's a million stories that are canon. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Cozier Max brings up something I was thinking as well. It could also be from Shattered Dimensions. Because you can there's a storyline in Shattered Dimensions where he's in that black suit a lot too.
But see, now you're making me believe that I gotta think that figure only is from a game, but everything else isn't. Like, we're stretching. We're stretching here. It's not like it's an ugly looking figure. Anything like that. It looks good. I really, personally, like, that's one of my favorite Spider-Man molds of all time. I really like that mold, so it's like I hate it or anything like that, but like, those little things, man, they make me not want to pay this $100+ for this box.
Yeah, it's this shit right here. Ultimate Spider-Man black suit.
So test it.
Hey, here's the game. Wow, looks great.
I remember playing the game. I don't remember the suit. I think I still actually have that game.
I remember playing that game and then hating it because the web mechanics were terrible compared to Spider-Man 2, which ultimately has the best web mechanics aside from like Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, I was about to say it stood the test of time until PS4.
This guy already has it.
See? Calling us again. It's a good mold, so it's not like I hate it or anything like that, but like,
I wish I had butterfly joints. Like that's the thing that bugs me. If it is in fact the same Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker mold, like I just wish I had butterfly joints.
That was always my wish, that they would take that mold and you don't have to change anything else. Just change the butterfly, give it butterfly joints. Just change the top half. That'd have been nice. That'd have been cool to do. Especially when literally everything in this wave is a fucking remold.
That's true. Machi Toys bookends it as well as I could have. Hasbro didn't have to give this to us, and also we don't have to buy it. but I appreciate the offer from them. I don't know some of these characters, but I appreciate it's out there. I mean, that's what it is at the end of the day, huh?
Yeah, I think eventually I'll end up just buying that Razorback by itself. Or like maybe if there's like a really sick discount on this box, like if on some crazy ass deal day they got it for like $50-$60, yeah, maybe I'll just bite the bullet and buy it. But like, definitely not buying this thing at $100, and I hope none of you are either, because it ain't worth it, baby.
Dang, just like that. All right, well, that's it for Hasbro. Ebony Leopard does bring up. Here's a question then. What Spider-Man would you have included in that set hadn't it been one from 616?
Many times. I said I would have taken just already off the rip, just another remold of that one in the Spinneret box. Why not? It's a really good Spider-Man. I mean, we've all seen Boog's review, and if you haven't, after the show, why don't you go watch it? It's a good new mold. Nobody's sick of it yet. No. And you can already get even more money back from it by remolding it, again. Why not?
I would imagine the reason for that is because they don't want to take away shine from the Spinneret 2-pack, and because the tooling for that probably isn't cheap enough for them to justify another run of it. Like, at the end of the day,
but you know what? Everything in there is a remold.
That's true. But at the end of the day, these remolds are significantly cheaper than doing a remold. So, like, the older the figure is, like, the cheaper it is to produce that stuff. It's the same way with video game consoles. Like, that's why, like, halfway throughout a video game console's life cycle, they come out with a second revision, because at that point, all the parts and everything involved in making that console are so dirt cheap. It's extremely lucrative for them to just change up a couple of things and then just make their money back on how cheap everything else is. So that's like the kind of figure version of this. Yes, these molds are pretty old, but I would imagine at this point, the factory that runs and prints all of these parts and has all this tooling and stuff, at this point, it's so cheap to reprint these things that some new deco passes or, changing up the color or the plastic that's being used in them is just like extremely dirt cheap.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still being hard on them for it, because I just think that Spinneret pack is already out in some places. It'll be out pretty soon. This pack is not going to come out until way later on next year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that close. I think it's that close. And that I'm almost certain that Spinneret Spider-Man is being put into something else already too.
Well, so it's not quite like there is like a single card version, I think, but it's not necessarily the same Spinneret Spider-Man. It's also the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends is very close to that, but it doesn't have the toe hinge sculpt on it.
Yeah, and it also has an incorrect spider symbol.
It sure does, according to John Papa Sergio.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to just make this pack seem worth it to me. I think it needed a little more time in the kitchen. I don't know. I'm a picky ass fool. This shit has got to be perfect for me to like it and want to buy it at this point with Marvel Legends.
True. Well, I mean, to play devil's advocate, I mean, like, this is just some shit they're doing on the side, It's not like they rolled out the red carpet for this thing. It's just some shit. If you guys want it, here it is. Some old molds with some deco passes to give you some weird characters, I guess.
And like I said, if this is something you wanted, like, this shit is definitely going to get discounted.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like waiting it out, there's nothing wrong with waiting it out.
That's it. Nothing wrong. Let's see. So that finally does it for Hasbro. Good Lord, we talked about this for so long. I can't even.
Imagine.
Next up is hold on. The next up is Smilefest. We touched on this a little bit last week. Before we go, the Watcher brings up something very, very important. Old molds, but new high prices. I think that's what really that's the root of the problem. Right
Okay,
now.
so this guy says it. This guy says it. And he's fucking getting the red carpet. I've been saying that for the past 20 minutes. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Come on, guys. Shout out to the watcher, because I've literally been saying that this whole time. You know, it's the same old higher prices, more mistakes. Out here giving two wings.
Two right wings.
Two right wings.
This isn't a political podcast, Rick. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's I think that's like our biggest, that's the biggest thing we always bring up every single week with this, especially if there's a new reveal on an old buck. Or it's not even that it's an old buck. It's just like, I don't know, dude. I think just like the price hike going up so much in the last 3 years it's just a lot to take in. But yeah, last week we did touch a little bit on Smilefest, so we won't go through every single reveal. But there's some bangers in here for sure. Xenoblade 3, they're announcing that they're doing some Xenoblade shit. Good for everybody who likes Xenoblade. Of course, the GOAT, this freaking Metroid, is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's so good, man.
Talked about the horse. We talked about her. Onion guy. The Dark Souls armor. Onion armor.
Every time I see this guy, all I think shout out to anybody that's ever read Berserk. I think about the first time we
we lost you again.
See, dude. Oh, you lost me?
Yeah, first time, what?
I said this looks like the first guy that we see Young Guts from Berserk kill.
Oh shit.
Bazuzo. This looks just like Bazuzo from Berserk. If they ever did a Figma of it, done deal. You got yourself a fucking Bazuzo, basically.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that the guys behind Dark Souls and all those Souls games, they're like huge Berserk fans. There was even a tribute for it in Elden Ring. So, it's no coincidence there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's the best. He's the fucking best. Shout out to Kentaro Miura.
Are they re-releasing Phoenix Wright? Oh my fucking no! This is a statue.
That looks like a. I was going to say no, that's not. Look at the lines at the legs. Or wait, is this a statue?
It's a statue. It might be small on your screen, but it's definitely a statue. Well, that sucks.
Oh, well, you know what? As much as it sucks, these if this is a statue, then this is Pop-Up Parade.
Yeah, Pop-Up
Parade. It is in scale with Figma.
Oh, there you go. Well,
it'll be in scale at least.
Cheeks are out. Miss Cammy.
Cheeked up. Cheeked up Pop Parade Cammy.
King Dedede, we saw that. Oh, there's Street Fighter and Androids. That's pretty cool.
Homegirl.
Oh, Cuphead and Androids too? Fuck. Didn't they announce this a while ago? Wait. No, somebody else did Cuphead stuff, right?
So Cupheads?
So Cupheads.
So no head?
Somebody announced these. Was it like Boss Fight or something like that? Somebody did some figures of these before.
Boss Fight or Beast Kingdoms, maybe?
Somebody like that.
Yeah, there is some, because I've seen people shoot them already.
Yeah, I remember Darius did some like really
yeah,
nice
he sure
pictures
did
of them a long time ago, and I almost bought them because of those pictures. So
yeah, same here. Every single time.
He did his job, baby. And I remember
1,000 toys. Everybody's saying 1,000 toys. Hell yeah.
1,000 toys. Yeah, I remember that you could like spin the straw on the top. Like,
let's go. 1,000 toys always kills it every single time. Over engineering kings of the new world.
Send toys, baby. Use it.
There's a fucking sack boy.
There he is. Oh man, that shit works with Nendoroid, man.
Yeah, it really does. Oh shit, there's a Figma. Oh, it's a Nendroid. No, next. Boo. This one works. Kinda. I would like that this would have been a Nendroid or a Figma, because the Nendroid art style doesn't really lend to this art style. She's very like lanky. Whatever. But I mean, it'll still be a cute figure, I guess.
Definitely.
We saw this Klonoa. We saw the Man the Myth. Oh, I didn't know they were doing this either. Yeah, what is up with everybody just throwing their hats in the ring for Lightyear.
Yeah, like it's funny because that movie got kind of panned, but like the product for it didn't, I guess.
Yeah, the SHF is contender for figure of the year already.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Oh shit. Cookie Monster and fucking Elmo, bro. Like I've wanted an articulated Elmo for so long, you have no idea. Like
Yeah, man, those canceled figures, they haunt my fucking nightmares, man. Seeing like that Sesame Street that they were gonna release with like each figure, and then you build Sesame Street, just fucking makes me want to cry, man. Palisades.
Palisades, man. Dude. I always tell people about like just how ahead of time Palisades was when they were doing their thing, dude. Those
Yeah.
Muppet figures were in a league of their own.
Yeah, they're still like better than anything anybody else does. It's pretty crazy, man.
The magnets in the head for hats is unprecedented.
That's crispy.
It's seamless too. It's not like there's a fucking big ass magnet just stuck to the top.
Yeah.
And it looks all ugly. It's seamless, brother. I like it.
It's crazy. For everybody that's like that's out of the loop, every time you see an A.C.B.A picture or a figure photography picture that's in a kitchen, it's the Palisades kitchen. There's no question about it. It's always the Palisades kitchen.
Yeah, you see somebody in a theater.
Oh,
Palisades.
Palisades, baby. So,
Palisades, fucking
the
theater.
cockpit of a rocket ship. That's Palisades, baby.
Yeah, and we were and like we said, but when we first started talking about these figures, we were gonna get the full fucking Sesame Street.
Let's go.
Imagine you'd have a full fucking Sesame Street Dio. Can you imagine that?
Hell yeah, dude. Next up is this guy. What is this? RoboCop 2. Is this, hey, confession. I've seen like RoboCop like maybe once in my life. So like have you seen RoboCop a lot? What is this guy? Is he one of like the fuck ups or what?
I've seen RoboCop 1 a good amount of times just because it's one of my best friend's favorite movies, but I don't fucking remember this guy. And also, this figure looks like shit. It looks like he can barely stand. Is we're the only one that's gonna get it, people?
People are saying it's a must-have.
Hey man, I'm glad it is. I'm glad people are getting what they want, even if I or you don't know who this is. I'm glad y'all know and y'all want it.
Hey, here we go. You ready for the fuck up of the century? Let's take this L. That's the main villain from RoboCop 2.
Yeah. Fuck. They really got it down. Don't fucking tell my best friend. Don't send him this clip.
Yo, Cap lives. It looks like the robot from Zathura. This is my Zathura stand-in.
Like you know what this looks like, and I'm sure that the figures were modeled after this character since RoboCop 2 is so old. You know those robots that Dallas always takes pictures of? Forget their fucking names. Those look like better versions of this. Yeah, sorry, no offense to anybody that likes this. I'm glad you're getting what you want. That's the fucking dopest shit. Getting what you've been asking for. But this ain't for me, and I think that those figures that Dallas has look way better than this.
Big shout out Dallas James. Let's go.
Astrobots?
The Astrobots?
Astrobots, those. Like, even look at the Astrobot's chest. It looks just like that character's chest.
It really does, yeah. But the lower half is completely different.
Yeah, lower half is very, very different. This guy's got chicken legs.
Oh Snap hits us with the lore. Comic book writer legend Frank Miller created that character. It was a drug-dealing addict's brain put into a cyborg body. Bro.
And we're gonna fucking roast it for not knowing who this is, huh? You know Frank Miller is, asshole?
Incredible.
Huh? He fucking made this with his bare hands. In a cave.
Yeah.
With a box of scrap.
Hell yeah, dude. The only thing I know about RoboCop is there's a scene where he shoots everybody's dick and balls off. Is that real?
It fucking better be, baby.
Oh man. All right, next. I guess that's it. Guess that's it.
That's it.
Damn, what a way to end off. Yo, chat, let me know if that scene that I'm describing is real or not. I've definitely seen footage of it, but I don't know if it's like a fan thing that was just like snipped into the movie. But I've definitely oh, Nightwalker says, LOL, no, that's an alternate deleted scene. Christopher Miller says he shot a rapist in the nuts. I saw a clip where he so I knew that it was like a rapist that he shot in the nuts, but I saw a scene where there were dozens of men that came out with their shit all out, and he shot those fucking twigs and berries off every single one of those guys.
There's dozens of us.
There's dozens of us. And I've definitely, ever since seeing that, I've like been passing that knowledge to oh, Nico Hodge says, yeah, that's a remake of the scene. Bro, for years, I have been passing that off as like movie trivia for people. We'll be talking about RoboCop, and I'm like, did you know that there's an alternate scene where he shoots dozens of guys' dicks off? Oh, shit. Punker Mike says, Poncho's thinking of the RoboCock, the parody. Incredible. Sleepy Hologram says that was definitely a fan made thing. I think it was a collaborative Swede edition of RoboCop where different filmmakers did each scene. Oh, that makes total sense. Hell yeah, dude. Well, there it is. What can you do? All right. Now we're moving on to third party. I can't remember if there's a lot of shit. Oh, there's some stuff I want to bring up real quick. We're on third party, so let's jump right in. The most interesting third party thing that happened this week is this Vegeta that Possessed Horse, Aka, Demoniacal Fit is teasing right here. Finally, we're getting our Short King Vegeta mold. I cannot wait. If this actually comes out, I will lose my mind. Like, the biggest complaint we've had for years, Rick, is they make Vegeta way too damn tall in this
always. I don't know why. And you know what? It's not even just. I wish it was just Bandai too, but a lot of times, man, even Toriyama, like, hey man, what the fuck? Why is this guy so tall now? What's happening?
He's boosted him up himself.
Oh. Yeah, man.
But this looks great, dude. It's not even that he's short; it's that he's like short and stocky. He just looks like this little weird version of Goblin Vegeta that I remember so much from Saiyan Saga.
From Saiyan Saga. Even when he's on Namek, he's like really small.
Yeah, I think Namek
really
like
small and stocky.
Namek is when he started to like gain some height.
Yeah, little. They started to creep it up on you.
For sure.
You don't know how strong Vegeta is. He could lift a whole car over his head.
I just love everything about it. It looks like a lot of this is just reused shit, and it's just like it looks like it's just a new head sculpt, and then the legs are new. But it looks like his arms are definitely the same old tired ass arms we've seen a million. I would have loved if they gave him like the stocky, like fucking broccoli stock arms and shit. I would have loved
baby
all
arms.
of that.
The old baby arms.
But I'll take what we can get. Hopefully this actually comes out. You know, Possessed Horse is like very, very, very synonymous with just releasing just releasing renders and then they never come out. But to be fair, Possessed Horse, aka Really Mad Marco, is the sculptor for Demoniacal Fit. So like he'll just throw out all of his shit that he's working on. It's up to like the actual parent company as a whole to go ahead and produce that figure, or if it's their choice to go ahead and produce it. I think I'm not 100% sure. Take that information with a grain of salt, but I know that Really Mad Marco is the sculptor, but I don't know how intimately he is involved with Demoniacal Fit as a whole.
Like
Oh.
you don't know like if they have discussions, if he's just somebody that's like randomly used and hired, like
Mm-hmm.
hard to know how close the
But
relationship really is.
he very well may be extremely connected to them. I don't know. I just know that there's an Instagram called Demoniacal Fit. Do not follow that. Do not take anything that Instagram says for real, because that's a fan made Instagram, and the real Instagram to follow is Really Mad Marco Instagram, Possessed Horse, which is his shit. So
Yeah, nothing says demoniacal fit like possessed horse.
yep, there it is. Darth uh Darth Gutierrez says, all I'm saying about RoboCop is I prefer RoboCop 2014 than the original. Deal with it. Whoa. Fighting words to many in the chat. I too have seen RoboCop 2014 more times than the original.
Shout out to RoboCop 2014.
Oh man. Mr. Williams says Vegeta's too tall and Piccolo's too short. That's it. The truth has never been spoken louder. For sure.
Louder for the people in the back.
Let's go. All right, we're heading over to Lago Figs Instagram to get the real skinny baby. 5K Toys is releasing a fucking Canada. Holy shit. You kidding me?
This is getting bought, baby.
Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt, this thing is getting bought. Especially if it turns out as good as these renders look. This is a really good looking Canada head sculpt right here. These soft goods look really good too. It just looks like a W all the way around, man. I cannot believe how good this thing looks.
Yeah, this is a must. But you know what? Now it's the question of like, are they gonna make a new bike, or is everybody just gonna keep upping the price of the fucking McFarlane bike?
Oh my god. How much do you think the McFarlane bike is right now?
It's gonna be super expensive because like you know, there's one thing I learned with comic conventions and anime conventions coming back this year. It's that we really didn't realize just how much popularity the anime community got since the pandemic. Like
Oh
popularity of
yeah.
anime is like through the fucking roof right now. Like it's crazy. Usually Anime Expo has like 100,000 plus people at it, and from what my friends told me, that when it looked like it was double the amount of people that usually go.
Oh shit. Yeah, so right now the bike is going for safely between $60 and $75. 75 is what 70 is what I remember it being for a really long time. And then, in box, this one sold for 90. It really is just the luck of the draw when it comes to eBay. It's not really the best finger on the pulse when it comes to these prices, but it's pretty good. So between 60 and 75, and then brand new, you're looking at this. Knucklehead spent close to 250 on this. That's fucking crazy. 159. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's crazy when I'm looking. Like I just typed in Kaneda bike McFarlane. The cheapest one is $88. What are we doing here, man?
Yeah, like right now, price lowest first. A lot of this clown bike gang leader riddled all over. Yeah, $88 free shipping is the cheapest one that's like that you can like buy. And it's a great price. Look at that.
Great price.
Yeah, I really just don't know. Like, do you think that they would go? I mean, like, would you think they would make a bike? I mean, making like a figure is one thing because like they already like this base mold is like something they've used time and time again. It's just a matter of putting on, some soft goods and a new head sculpt, a couple accessories here and there, and then you're done. But like going the path of making a whole new bike, I can't imagine like what's behind that.
Yeah, I'd have to think it's just like you're gonna have to suck it up and buy the McFarlane bike.
And to be fair,
Like,
the McFarlane bike is good. I think it still
oh
holds
yeah,
up.
it's still good, dude. That guy, like all the shit we give Todd, he's always been a great sculptor, and he likely always will be. That sculpt still holds up. It's still incredible. A lot of his stuff, like articulated or not, it still looks visually. It's incredible. The sculpts.
Yeah, like his early like anime figures, like I think it's really easy to go to like look at them now and say like how awful they are, but like I mean, when you really put yourself back in time, like in the 90s, like the only anime that the general population was getting was probably some Toonami shit that at the time was coming on at like 11 p.m. at night. And then you walk into like a comic book store or something, and then you see McFarlane sculpting anime figures. Like you feel like you're living a fever dream.
Yeah, they're like the only people that do something that isn't Dragon Ball back in the day. So it was like they do like Evangelion and like fucking Akira and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and they were good. Like the sculpting on them was, leaps and bounds better than like some of those like extremely very early like Irwin and Jack specific Dragon Ball figures where the sculpts are just soft recasts of old like Bandai figures.
It's true.
So
You should take a look at that link I sent you.
a little linky
Speaking
link.
of good McFarlane ideas, it's fantastic.
Go.
Really works out. Really worked out for him.
I saw
Genius
Yeah.
work of Rapid McFarlane. Oh my
I
god!
never
Look at this.
understood that. I remember I got this at a con very early in my figure collecting like career, I guess, or what. Like when I first started collecting figures, I found this at a con. Like, of course I'd watched Akira for years, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is great." And then I got this and the bike for $70, a steal. But then I just remember thinking like, did I get fucking did I like what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah,
did
you
I get
thought, like,
taken
this is
advantage of? Like, is this the Kaneda that comes with this bike? What is happening?
you're thinking to yourself like, this is two different series of figures put together.
Yeah, I
Like,
was
this
like,
is the
why does
burger.
he
This
send
is
this
the
thing?
Burger King. This is the Burger King Canetta with the McDonald's bike. Like, this is some sort of mistake.
Um,
Oh man.
Ebony Leopard said, it never occurred to me to try and put him on the bike, lol.
It did. And guess what? It didn't to Todd either.
Oh my
It didn't
god.
make sense to him. A character that fits on his bike? Could you imagine?
No,
You're
there's no
living
way.
in the year 2030.
Hey man, if Todd is anything, he's consistent, I guess.
Yeah, man. Hasbro's over here making a fucking Dodge Charger. Hey, are they insane? How about a bike first? Huh?
Jeez. Somebody brought up, do you think they'll make Kaneda? I mean, sorry. Do you think they'll make Tetsuo? There's absolutely no question they're gonna make a Tetsuo. There's no question.
He's super plain. He wears like rags essentially.
Yeah, like it's
His most detailed thing is gonna be his boots. Tetsuo's stuff is really basic. Although then you have to wonder what version of Tetsuo. Is he gonna be the fucking crazy ass arm one?
I hope it's not the
very-
arm one.
Oh, me neither. Me neither. Do that one second. Get like a good 2 rounds out of that Tetsuo and do that one afterward.
I would like if they here we go. I would like if they did regular Tetsuo, like when he's doing all his telekinesis shit, his big ass forehead and all that stuff, and then they just release the arm by himself. Fuck it, just do it.
Oh yeah. That's even better. You don't have to fucking do it again. Yeah, just do an arm kit. This is
Bland Man
third party.
asks, robotic arm or regular flesh arm? I think they gotta do both in the regular version. I think they gotta do both.
God, man.
Is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. I guess that really does it for third party. The rest is just some miscellaneous stuff that I wanted to go ahead and run through. First of all, we got to talk about one of the craziest reveals of the week. Big shout out to Suphobi Vision. Please check out his YouTube channel. We featured him before on the show. He does really, really cool videos. Really cool stylized like pop art videos that really mesh with the Sufobi like lifestyle and like culture and stuff like that. It's really tight. He has a really sick channel. But he sent me this gem right here from Jada
Oh.
Toys, baby.
You mean the thing that I've been talking about for weeks?
Let's go. He reminded me of it this morning.
I got mine, man. I found it on my fucking Target.
Shit.
I almost cried tears of joy, and it was so funny because when I bought it, my sister, who was with me at Target, I took my nephew and niece to Target. And I told them like, "Hey, I'm the toy uncle. Like, pick out a toy, I'll buy it for you." And they're like, "Yay!" They're like, "Yeah, Uncle Rick, like he fucking buys us toys. Like he's the fucking best." And I bought this, and my cousin was like, and my little nephew was like, "Why'd you buy this?" I was like, "You know what? Maybe I won't buy you that fucking Beyblade, huh?"
Yeah, what? Have you opened it yet? What are the table, chairs, and grill like? That's what I really want to know.
I haven't opened it yet. You know what's funny? It looks like they come in like a case of 2. It was so funny because they were like, "Why would you want this?" And I was holding it in my hands. And some like car bro pulls up with his girlfriend. He's like, "Oh my god, there's one left," and he grabs the other one and leaves. My nephew looks at me like,
close up.
My nephew looks at me like, "What the fuck? People do want this shit?"
Oh my god. Is this the scene where Ludacris says hide your baby oil? No, that was Tyrese that says hide your baby oil. Right?
You better hide your baby oil. And then Rock goes, "You better hide that big ass forehead." and makes Ludacris do a
Spit his
legit
water out.
spit take. And then they keep it in the fucking movie.
This is unreal. I might get it. just for
Like-
the memes, bro. I don't even know.
You know what, Pancho? The Big Bad Toy Store, their price is terrible.
Uh-oh.
'Cause
What
at
is it? What
Target,
is it in stores, Rick? Tell the folks at home.
$19.99.
Ain't no
baby.
damn way. Let's go. Where'd you find it? Target?
Target,
I'm gonna do a
man.
Target
I'll
run
fucking scan
tomorrow.
I'll scan that barcode and give it to you, man. Check your shit and see what they tell you.
Hell yeah, I'm coming to a kiosk near you, baby. Let's go.
And go to that kiosk, flag down an employee, and be like, "Hey, this says that there's 3 on hand. What's the big idea?"
Well, the first thing I'm going to tell the employee is I'm going to say, "Don't worry, I'm not looking for GI Joes," and then I'm going to say what I have to say.
Don't worry, I'm not a GI Joe head. I'm only here. I'm here for family. Just here looking for family.
Oh shit! Sonic Rockman X is saying, "Is this Hot Wheels scale? What's the scale with this?"
Oh, this is Micro Machine scale.
Oh shit, that's even better. Micro Machines works really well with kaiju photography too.
Oh, dude, this is made for kaiju right here.
Let's go.
You buy a couple of these, and repaint the houses. You know, a modern America, all houses in these neighborhoods, they all look exactly the same. They're just different colors now.
Mm-hmm.
Super believable. You got a fucking neighborhood, baby.
Oh shit! It sounds like we got a stew going, baby.
You got a fucking stew and a neighborhood. We're live in the stew.
Let's go. There is one more thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to third party, or no, miscellaneous. Did they put the SpongeBob Wave 2 up? They sure as hell did, yo.
Oh, baby. Somewhere not too far away from my house, Fabio is upset that we're not doing this straight through the Super 7 website. Then discussing 5 points at length.
Let's go, dude. We say a lot of stuff about 5 toys and their price point, but like, when it comes to this fucking Pinhead head sculpt, who else is doing this, dude? Who the hell else is doing it?
And they literally do the meme.
Hell yeah, man. This looks crazy. I'm still a little on the fence if I really want to drop $50 on this, but I'll tell you what. The fact that this Patrick is as, I'm quoting here, highly articulated as he is, it's got me like leaning towards yes. Like, this is what I want from SpongeBob figures. Like, I want cuts. I want articulation. I want I want these guys. Ultimately, I want to pose these guys fighting with my other anime characters. Yo, or Oreo Omega, Patrick's arm looks like an Alaskan bullworm.
Alaskan bullworm.
So Pinhead.
So no head.
So Pinhead.
Oh shit.
This is too good, man. This is too good. This is awesome. I remember. I think that we all liked the SpongeBob stuff last time too.
No,
it's just
not Boog. Boog hates SpongeBob.
not Boog.
Which is why it's such a
he hates
great
SpongeBob.
and blessed week.
This stuff is just so fun. I'm almost certain that last time I said the same thing. Like, this is the kind of shit Super 7 should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, shit nobody else is gonna do. Super fun, like nostalgic figures like this. Like, this is awesome. I'm copping this. And you know what? Best part is that we can just order on Big Bad Toy Store and we don't have to put anything down.
There you go. Wow, that sounds like a really great deal.
Can you imagine? Look at this guy.
This Squidward is crazy. I cannot believe he has articulation. Like, I don't know what it is. I didn't even realize he came with that middle head.
Yeah, he comes with like it's funny. They didn't do the full version of that face where it looks like really creepy.
Oh yeah,
but they went very close to it.
This is crazy, dude.
Krusty Krab is unfair, standing at the concession, handing his oppression. Yeah, this is the shit.
This looks good.
I think like there's maybe like one accessory that should be there that isn't, but I can't think of it. Oh no, yeah, now I can. Canned bread. There should have been a fucking canned bread, or the leaf, or like a leaf blower backpack.
Oh my god, yeah. the leaf blower backpack would be crazy.
Yeah, man, it should have been those. Damn, but still good. These are awesome. These are so fun. Like, sorry, Boog, how could you hate this?
It's just,
so
it's gotta be like, just Kendall just watching this shit on repeat over and over and over again. I guess it can drive any man insane. Yes.
Shit, man, it's dope. I think I'm gonna pre-order them.
These
like,
for sure.
$110.
These for sure. The first wave. Let's look back at the first wave and just.
Let's look back at the first wave. Let's look back. You know,
the first wave just seems like lackluster compared to this wave. I almost don't even want to do it.
I remember giving them their props because look, fucking, he comes with Bubble Buddy. He comes with a whole figure.
Yeah, like accessory wise, he looks great. Of course, these are all renders. These are all 3D renders. At least like the Patrick and Squidward, they have like some prototypes in their hand. Unless I'm just remembering it wrong. But these, oh well, no, these could be renders too. I don't know. Maybe these are renders too. Yeah, they're renders. But they're rendered way better than the other ones. But yeah.
You know what? I don't mind these ones either. I think they look fun. I think they look good.
I think they look good. It's just like the lack of articulation with SpongeBob. Like, I know there's some engineering to do there to make such thin limbs, stand the test of time. But like, I just wish he had more I just wish the SpongeBob had more articulation.
Yeah, you know what? I will give you that. It's a lot of like, you know what? Like, this SpongeBob is essentially like an Nendoroid, or it's just a bunch of part swapping instead of articulation.
And SpongeBob, is getting an Nendoroid. I pre-ordered it already. I could not pre-order it fast enough.
Oh, now I remember my complaint with SpongeBob's, and I still have it. Here's my one complaint. What the fuck I'm gonna do with this Sandy with the karate hands when I don't have the SpongeBob with the karate hands?
That's true. Yeah, SpongeBob needs the karate hands. That's my complaint.
Yeah, bro, what's going on? Equal opportunity hands.
Yeah, he doesn't have the karate headgear either or anything like that.
Oh, and I get it. He comes with Bubble Buddy and a Gary, so he does come with a lot of stuff. But like, fuck it, man, charge me $10 extra and give us this stuff. I'll pay it.
Yeah, for sure. Or even like if Sandy didn't have the rocket and then she just came with karate hands for SpongeBob,
Yeah.
That
Like
would
that
be sick.
rocket is not particularly iconic for Sandy, or even that fucking acorn.
Yeah, the acorn isn't as iconic as the guitar and the hat. Like that's whenever
Exactly.
I think of Sandy Cheeks, I think of her singing the Texas song. So
Yeah,
like,
I'll always be a Texas girl. Yeah, come on, man. No, like this is it would have been smarter to do what you said, like kind of like where the line connects like that. Like, see, SpongeBob doesn't come with a Krabby Patty, but Squidward comes with a
yeah,
Krabby
but
Patty.
Squidward does. But like, you know, but
Yeah.
that makes more sense for Squidward because there's the whole episode where he tries a Krabby Patty.
And he tries the Krabby Patty,
Yeah.
and it still kind of connects the line, you know.
Yeah, I wish,
Happy
you know,
Krabby
what the ultimate shit
birthday.
would have been if he came with a swappable legs with the fucking cellulite and shit.
Oh my god, the fucking big ass cellulite leg. Oh man, big is beautiful, huh?
Incredible. Yeah, that did it, man. I cannot wait for these. Like this second wave looks unbelievable. But you know, in true Super 7 fashion, the pre-orders for the second wave came out. The first wave, not even a whisper of when this shit is coming out.
It doesn't say.
It says November this year.
There's no way. They weren't even on display at Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. I
Like,
don't know.
this shit is like Mezco levels. Like, I bet those don't come out until like this time next year, I bet. But
Geeky
that first
Fresh
wave.
says Wave 4 buff Patrick and SpongeBob. Hell yeah.
Oh man, yeah, when they're fighting and they fucking got their different colored undies. Okay, realistically, it's wave 3. You know, realistically, what are we thinking of? Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs for sure.
And he comes with Plankton, just so you
Yeah.
don't have to do a Plankton.
Well,
And
I
then
can see. Man, here we go. Do we do like? Do we like? Could you see a plankton coming out where it's like a set of planktons that are in scale with SpongeBob, but it's like a set of 6 of them, and then it comes with like a Karen and like a whole bunch of other shit pertaining to plankton? Like, would that be worth $50? Like, that's where the line starts to be blurred for me.
Hear me out. This is gonna sound fucking crazy.
Uh-oh.
But you and the wonderful viewers that we have at home, the greatest viewers in the world. You guys might think I'm crazy. You guys might think I'm crazy. But hear me out. A fucking 2 scale chum bucket.
Let's go.
With 1 plankton and 1 carrot.
1 plankton.
You know, it's so plain. The chum bucket is literally just a bucket.
That's true.
Like, if they made no detail on the inside, but it looked like that on the outside, like...
Oh, Snowcat's got the right idea. Plankton, Karen, and robot crabs.
Oh, man. Give me the formula.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Damn, that guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah, dude.
Damn it.
Snowcat's the real deal, dog.
Yo, what the fuck? They got a playset for even funnier? 24. 25.
Incredible. I've been meaning to get these for a while too because I have the whole first wave. But I'm waiting for these to go on sale on like GameStop or whatever because I got the first wave at like $7 a pop. So it just seems kind of crazy to spend $20 on these.
I remember I was wildly jealous.
Right.
I mean, you know, after Plankton and Crabs, you know, what do? My leg?
Dude, my leg and oh brother, this guy stinks. I would die like I would die happier than I've ever lived.
And you know what? Comic-Con exclusive. Chocolate. I remember the first time I had chocolate.
I remember the first time I ever tasted chocolate. I hated it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. I just want these SpongeBob figures, and I just want to pose them like scrapping with every figure in my collection.
Hell yeah. You know what? It would have been perfect if SpongeBob came with his fucking karate hands.
I know. Man, dude. let's see. Bootcat says, "Yeah, I don't see Wave 1 coming in November. Super 7's pre-order progress has them at tooling in the factory. They haven't even gotten samples." Yeah, dude, these things
Oh
are
wow,
coming.
they do that. They show you progress bars and
Yeah,
stuff like that. That is, you know what? That's really cool. I'll
that
give it
is
to them.
cool. Cooper Steve says Doodle Bob. Oh shit. Yeah, when these come out, we gotta
Humanoid?
release a fucking cutout pack with Doodle Bob on it. There's no question about it.
Oh no! Oh yeah, no question. Well, you know what? I don't know if a lot of people in the comments section know this. I wish I knew what it was. Maybe ask Solid Snake. He'll know. There is a comic book that came out in 2007, 8. It has the most exclusive Marvel Legends ever inside of its pages.
Shit.
It has a cutout Marvel Legends, and his name is Flatman. And it's the only way to get Marvel Legends Flatman.
Incredible.
Yeah, fuck it, man. You know, we got to do full people cutouts too.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. I've started chipping away at my cutout pack for Dragon Ball and anime stuff. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully, hopefully I can get it off the ground super soon.
Oh man, I have a picture of it.
Oh, let's go. Please
Picture of
send it.
Marvel Legends Flatman, baby. I forget what comic it was, but I remember remember when it happened. Solid Snake had like a bunch of copies of the issue. Who needs it?
Who needs them?
Hey kids, your very own Marvel Legends Flatman action figure. Look, this man got cutouts too. Not just him, but other things.
Let's go.
That's flat-tacular. Let's go, team. No, I'm not Mr. Fantastic. Incredible.
We got to do this. Why not? Why not? Let's recreate this. Fuck it.
Yeah, man, with fucking Mahoy Manoy.
Here
This guy's a real ass character too.
it is. All right. I guess that really does it for our top stories. I did want to do some community stuff before we get out of here. I thought this was going to be a crazy short episode. We ended up talking like there was no fucking tomorrow apparently.
Yeah, man, fucking 2.5 hours, and we didn't have Fabio on here.
I know. Dang. Let's do some photo highlights real quick.
Hell yeah. Let's highlight these photos.
Let's do it. Did we highlight this before or no? I've had this in
I don't remember it.
Okay, tight. So this one is from Patrick Ong. Once again, Patrick Ong always kills it. The man.
You know what? This scales really This scales really well with a certain family house.
It's all connected.
All connected, baby.
Hell yeah. He kills it, man. He always does really great with kaiju stuff. He sells the scale so well. And this is just like and he's really good about doing imaginative perspectives. That's what I really like about this. The perspective in this is so great. I think like it's very easy for somebody to think of doing a kaiju shot and then just doing very simply put some buildings in the foreground, put some buildings in the background, and slap a figure right in the middle. Do a wide shot, and there's your kaiju shot. But Patrick Ong always kills it, as well as Akira Joe. He's really good with interesting points of view as well.
That's fantastic.
Hell yeah, dude. Patrick Ong absolutely killed it.
Old Pyong.
That's it. Doing the damn thing for sure.
He's done. Did it again.
Christopher Miller says that lady is waving at King Kong ballsy. For sure. She's like
over here. Me. she's like me first.
That's it.
You know how long we're gonna be stuck on this fucking bridge, you hairy shit.
Yeah, check the seaside. It's all great. This little like half tunnel piece is really cool. I wonder what this is. Did he print that or I don't know.
And it's so hard to know whether those lines there are texture or if it's 3D print lines.
Crazy. So good. Very good. I really need to pick up these buildings too. Oh, who knows? All right, cool. Next up is this little note. Could this be? No idea. It's not loading.
Oh my god. What is this?
Maybe you know what? We'll come back. He's oh shit, page unresponsive. Let's wait. Let's pop this up because this is loaded. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh my god. So embarrassing. All right, okay. Next up is this one. This is by Glock Prime. I wanted to highlight this because this is a really good example of just like really cool natural posing. Very nice, very believable. The posing on Spider-Man is just textbook. It's really, really great. If there was one thing I would change, it's maybe hiding this guy's face a little bit more. Maybe not even his whole face. Maybe just like his thumb, like placing his palm over his mouth, just hiding more of his mouth. Because you can kind of see like his face is not that expressive under that. Oh no. Just froze all my All right, cool. And then maybe have his back like more leaned against the wall, just so it's like connecting right there. But I mean, aside from all that, everything else is stellar comparatively. Like the prop work is really great. He set up the scene really nice. The angle is super cool. So I mean, like it's a win for me. I think this was great.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Right. Next up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like it's really hard to
I was gonna say it's like not loading up. Strange.
yeah, none of my stuff is loading up. This is real bummer. If I can find it in here. Try this. There we go. Okay, cool. Next up, Akira Joe. We just finished talking about Akira Joe.
Good old Ajo.
Killed it with this. He's really good at like these really nice portrait shots. Stuff like this. This is like some of my favorite like type of figure photography in A.C.B.A. A lot of people don't really dig it, but like I love these like poster style shots where it's just like the character is very front and center. This looks really good. Akira Joe is also really good at layering like bad guys everywhere. He's very good at that. You got this really cool pose of this ninja like in the foreground. The bokeh on it is really cool. Then you have one in the background right here. These guys are in focus right here a little bit, but the focus is obviously on Wolverine right here. And it just looks really good. The cutout work is really nice. If there's one thing, maybe you should edge these cutouts with some black marker. But that is also ultimately on us because these are A.C.B.A. cutouts right here for sure.
Jeez.
But he did it. He did his damn thing. It worked out. Looked really good. So let me do this real quick. Okay. Hell yeah. Coming up next is this. Did you see this earlier this week or no?
Yeah, this was incredible.
This was really good.
Hell yeah.
Super creative. The best part is the seaside. All tangible. One of my favorite things people usually save this kind of shit for World Tournament, but doing tangible panels is really fucking crazy.
Yeah, like the work it must have taken to find a high quality fucking picture
Yeah.
of Cyclops and Jean It must have been nuts for it to not print and look like shit. My God. I mean, obviously he used photo paper, I'm assuming, but
It's great.
crazy.
And like he used, you know, some of the shortcomings of small scale photography to his advantage. Like, you know, I'm sure everybody's been there. Like, if you're trying to take these up close, you know, photos of your scene, all these elements really aren't that far away from each other. But like, depending on how much space you have, like you got to get pretty far back just to get the focal length right, just to get everybody in focus. It's like the closer you get, the closer your camera is to your scene when you're shooting at this scale, um, the more out of focus stuff will be if it's further apart from each other. But he really used that to his advantage here, just having Wolverine and Beast totally on the same in the same focal length, and then everything else that should be blurred is further back, and I think it just worked out really really well. He killed
Absolutely.
it. Casey Evans absolutely murdered this shot. It's got a lot of love this week, and definitely deserves it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the one we just looked at. Lock Prime. Did I? Not. All right. This is by Rio. I'm about to butcher. So sorry. Proboa. I'm so sorry. This is another one of those cool like poster type shots that I really like. Just really simple, but effective. I really like this soldier just sitting here in the foreground, really building, you know, depth to the scene. Like, obviously the background is out of focus as well, and that builds depth. But like the inclusion of this guy in the foreground, just super out of focus, does the exact same.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my only issue is that fucking random soldier's hand in the background. Dude, what's going on with that guy, huh?
I would say
he's
that
really
like
happy, huh?
it is a little out of place, but when you look over to the right, there's another soldier with his hand up too. So it kind of paints that everybody is like cheering him or some shit like that. I don't know. I will say I wish it wasn't a trigger finger hand. If it was like a fist, then they would sell.
That's honestly the biggest issue is that it's a trigger figure hand, so it looks kind of like I understand what he was going for, but I think the scene would have even been better if both of those fools ain't had their hands up. But it still looks good. Still looks good.
It's still great, and like the lighting is superb on this. It's just very very nice. It's a really great
Yeah,
photo.
this lighting is incredible.
Very nice. I
Well,
thought I missed one. All right, cool. This is by Marlo Demo Os. This is really cool. Just a really nice, simple photo. Just using really cool shadows. This reminds me of like 2009 A.C.B.A. when everybody was just doing crazy dark shots with black backgrounds. Do you remember that shit?
Oh yeah, I remember it like it was fucking yesterday. Every shot was darker than you could fucking imagine. You'd swear everybody was Batman in Gotham City in October with every picture.
But I really enjoy this. I think this is. I'm almost certain this is a Mythic Legion's body, just with a different head sculpt on it. I could be wrong, but I just love the way this figure looks. Everything else here looks really nice. There isn't a seaside, but I would imagine that these rocks back here is just crumpled up paper, like packing paper.
Those are grocery store bags, no question. Those are Piggly Wiggly. Those are Piggly Wiggly bags, brother.
That's it. This guy's big on the pig, and so am I.
Big on pig. Should be the next president's slogan. Big on pig.
This one is by Desmond Tan. I wanted to highlight this one just because it's just really nice and creative. Like the photo itself is really good, a really nice, simple shot of Spider-Man Noir. Nice Dutch angle on this. Of course, he he printed out like a black and white backdrop and whatnot. He used a black and white figure, but the inclusion of like the Rubik's cube is just it's just really nice photography overall.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's very cool. So this one was super tight. I really wanted to highlight this because I love I love shit like this. Next up is by Louis Gallegos. Sorry, awful.
Hey man, you're Filipino. That's a Filipino last name right there.
Is it really? My bad.
Gallegos? Yeah, you know how many Filipinos I know with that last name?
You know how many Filipinos
Couple.
I know? Not a lot.
Couple
I just
of them.
know my family, and that's
No, a couple of them.
yeah. When
Oh,
my mom,
two.
real quick tangent. When my mom was here, she sent home a balikbayan box. Do you know what those are?
Oh, what's that?
They're like big, like I want to say 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet squared box that Filipinos just like fill up with shit and they send home. But they're called balikbayan boxes, and like it's just what like OFWs are like. Filipinos that like live overseas and support their family overseas are called OFWs. Um, they fill up these boxes full of like stuff from the country they're at, like America or like Germany, and they fill it up with like stuff from that place and they just send it back home. But my mom sends a couple of these back home to like her house in Philippines, like where her like I think her brother lives there, like some of my uncles and aunts live there, and like there's also like a music school there now too and whatnot. So she sends a couple of those home every once in a while, but this is the first time I've ever helped her pack one. Also, the reason I bring this up is because she's never gotten one from Charleston. So she called up like the local guy. There's usually like a local guy that like does all the shipping and whatnot and like provides the boxes and picks it up and does all the paperwork and shit. So he picked it up and like he comes to my house and he was like, "Oh, like he's like are you her son? Like you're Filipino too?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Ah, yeah, like here's this piece of paper. Have you been here long? Like this is where all the Filipinos hang out or blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, dog, I've lived 12 years." He's like, "Oh, so you like where like Goose Creek is and like all the Filipino stores, so you don't need this piece of paper." And I was like, I don't fuck with anybody here. And like not like in a bad way, but like I literally just keep to myself here. I don't do fucking anything. I'm not involved with the community at large, unfortunately. And he was like, "Okay, well, maybe you should take this." So I
Like, yeah,
don't know
maybe
many
you need a fucking
Filipinos.
like maybe you need to get back to your roots, brother.
True. Maybe. Whenever it comes to my roots, like
Yeah,
it's just like a family thing for me. I don't really talk to many other Filipinos in my community.
I mean, as long as you're connected to the food, that's all that matters.
That's
Fuck the
it.
people.
That's it.
Food is what matters, baby.
Yeah, people in the chat are talking about it. Christopher Miller says, "Oh my god, dude, I had to deal with that every time I got a Filipino suitcase where I worked for Northwest Airline ground crew years ago. A nightmare." Machu Toys also says, "I hated having to carry that huge box for my family as a kid." Koopa Steve says, "Had to do the same for the fam back in DR." Yeah, man. I'm telling you, dude. It's like a big
And
thing for Filipino
see,
families.
you're doing. Look at all these Filipinos in the chat chiming in, man. You got to stay up.
We are out here, brother.
Yeah, usually the way Mexicans do it, because I just think Mexicans don't trust their postal services.
Who would?
My Mexican family, because they just did it when your mom was here. Remember, I told you my family was here.
Yeah.
They just did it. What they do is that they come here with nothing. They come with a fucking suitcase. Come with nothing, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just buy everything here." So basically, when they come here, they come with not even a luggage. They buy the luggage here, fill it the fuck up with either things they're gonna sell, things they're gonna give away, or things they're gonna keep. And so when they go back, literally all they have is everything that was purchased here, and nothing old if there's really.
That's how I tackled
Like-
San Diego Comic-Con 2013. I'm not even
Yeah,
joking.
my cousin came here and he was like, "Oh man, like it's so awesome." We're like, "Yeah, what do you want to do? You want to go eat? Like you want to go do this?" And he's like, "Oh, can you can you take me to Target? I was like, yeah, that's a really odd request, but sure. What do you want to go to Target for? He's like, oh well. He's like, I really like underwear and toothbrush and like, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You sitting here telling me that you came here on a trip without a toothbrush, underwear, without this, without that? And he's like, yeah, because I figured I'd buy it here. She's like, all right, man, that's really dicey. Really dicey. You're out here eating plain food. You don't at least got a second set of undies.
Be like
Really
that.
fucking, man, you're really on your Bruce Willis shit, man. Like you're on some next level shit with this. Yeah, so that's I guess that's the way Mexicans do it.
Be like that,
They
you
don't
know.
trust their postal service, you know.
Yeah, speaking of next level, the sunset on this picture, unreal.
Well, or explosion in the background.
It's true. Could be either or. I will lean towards sunset.
Damn, yeah. Well, with this now, it looks even more like a sunset.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he killed it. Lewis killed it with this. It's just very nice. The lighting in this is just unbelievable. Of course, once again, building great depth, building great sense of scale. Got the little Jurassic Park car right here in the foreground. You got some buildings that you can see that are totally in focus right here, and then way off in the distance, you have some more stuff back there, which is actually just part of the background picture. But you know, he just cranked this thing to long exposure, and then just got a lot of that like nice orange golden light to just like fill up his freaking sensor. It just looks really good. Picture is really nice.
That's fucking luscious Lou for you.
Luscious Lou, baby.
It is.
And then I think there's one last one. Boom. Alex Richardson, the man, the myth, killing it, dude.
You rich, baby?
This is such a good picture. I remember just being blown away. Like, all of Alex's pictures are really, really great. He has like this really nice way of capturing like this really nice, like milky bouquet in the background. It's just very nice. Like the background is always very smooth and like, I don't know, there's really no other way to describe it than like soft and like just almost creamy. I don't even know how to describe it, but everything that's in focus is so sharp and so clean and crispy. It's just really, really nice. And the spider webs here are super sick. He says they're just regular ass Halloween spider webs. Unreal.
I thought you were gonna tell me like he said he just left it by a nest of spiders. Regular ass spiders did their web. I swear to God, that's what I thought was coming. I was about to say like this guy's ballsy.
He's doing his damn thing.
Doing the damn thing.
Hell yeah. So, dude, Alex always killing it 100%. He's the man. That does it for highlights. The last thing I want to bring on is something that we had talked about behind the scenes a little bit, is on the table. So if you join the A.C.B.A. Discord, there's a really great channel called On the Table, is where people just post, you know, their setups that they're working on, or just like fun posing on the table. I just think it'd be really cool to go ahead and, you know, every Friday when we do the podcast, if you want to go ahead and post in that channel, we can just take a look at what people have on the table, you know, Friday night, see what they're working on and whatnot. So let's just excuse me, let's just do that. Let's just peruse the what do you call it? The Discord.
Peruse it. Time to peruse.
Let's go. Marie Kondo is messing right now with the Amazing Yamaguchi Deadpool. It's a great figure, dude. I love this figure. Do you have this, Rick, or no?
All I see is the skeleton.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh, I'm sharing I'm sharing the wrong shit. My bad. Hold on.
I was about to say I used to have this skeleton guy. Then I sold it, I think, to Greg however the hell you pronounce his crazy ass last name.
Oh yeah, old Greg. I know him.
Old Greg. Oh, Greg C. Greg C. We all know Greg. But I can't pronounce that last name, and I'm not about to look a fool on here
Who
in
can?
front of all the viewers.
It's definitely definitely.
Where's
Yeah, you
where's
can
this,
see all this stuff, right?
where's this table? Oh, this Deadpool. I have the old one. I wish I got the new one. I didn't know it was different until after the fact, and then I was like, do I really want to buy another one all over again when I still have the OG? I know
I
that this one's better.
I have this like in my pile of loot. I just need to go ahead and ship it.
Mamma mia.
Snowcat has their hands on the SHF. This SHF is it? How do you, I haven't seen the special yet? So is it pronounced just AM?
There, how is it spelled?
AM or Om?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude, killing it.
And yeah, her and her brother are out. But
Oh, the
I never
brother's
got
out
the
too.
pre-order. I think so. I think they're supposed to come out at the same time. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's
But
go.
I never got to pre-order them on Target. People
They're-
are finding this. People are finding these at their Target stores.
There ain't no
So,
damn way.
yeah, they're finding them. I've seen them. People post it. Not that I've personally found them, but Target exclusive. So, at least for the United States,
They're up
Target
on they're up on import sites now too. I think I saw it on like
yeah.
Nin or something maybe.
Well, I think they were even up on Ami, but
Yes.
as far as the United States goes, that's where
Yeah.
those ended up. Yeah, I remember I missed them on Ami. This Boji.
OG, the man, the myth.
Absolute
Aaron
G.
killing it. Front of the show.
Aaron,
Aaron
young Balake.
doing his damn thing. Filler's got some shit up with some Spidey villains right here. Micro Galaxy.
Frogman stock about to go up, baby. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep on Frogman. Don't you dare.
Stock's going up. Next week is the show premiere. Don't sleep.
Ding Dong messing with 4-inch Mega Man stuff. Hey, you heard it here first. Switch the arms up or the legs. Try and run like that. Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Hold on. Before we say anything, just in case he's in the comments. Yes, we know that Billy Mahoney does run like this. I love Billy Mahoney. Shout out to Billy Mahoney. Somebody always, it's like he has a radar. Somebody will always show up to the comments just like you and be like, hey, you better switch those arms and legs up because people don't run that way. Billy will champion for the dozens of people that do run that way, and he'll go, you're wrong. I run exactly this way. I run arm with leg, arm with leg. And,
I remember the first time I ever did this. It was with like a Mario and Luigi shot, and Pharaoh was roasting the hell out of me, and he's like, not as like aggressively as I'm pointing it out, but he did the classic like, hey, try and do this yourself. It doesn't work like that. And I'm all like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, I'll fix that up or whatever. And of course, here comes Lee Mahoney, the man, the myth, doing the exact same damn thing.
Yeah, I remember one time I was on a Google chat with him and Billy, and he was saying that shit. Billy was like calling his bluff. With like he's like, I'll run in place right now. Like, I'll go on the treadmill right now. Nobody want to see you on that treadmill, man. And they just kind of laughed it off. And shout out to Billy Mahoney, who runs like that, baby.
Hell yeah. Ding Dong doing more 4-inch stuff. Hell yeah. Nightmare Nemo with the Plunderlings and Ninja Turtle stuff. Pizza Monster, right? I'm fucked up.
Some type of monster.
In context of the Mega Man picture, it works. How far can you pull your other arm forward while tugging on a wagon? Oh, very true.
Oh,
very true. Let's go. John Papa's Sergio. Let's go. Dropping the knowledge.
JP, you son of a gun, you.
Son of a gun. Let's go.
This guy.
This is Kiko
this guy, huh?
messing with some G.I. Joe stuff. Let's baby. Killer. More G.I. Joe stuff right here. Hell yeah. Oreo Omega. One of the greatest posters in the game. He's got a framed Venom poster. Why, Oreo? Why?
You fucking hey, that first one was good. It's a banger. That second one was terrible.
Hive Mind, Naruto stuff. Yeah, the second one is a must miss.
A must miss movie.
Sentinel Skeleton.
No, it's not a must miss. Next week, baby, it's superhero time. Legitimately, at least, not
Let's
illegally.
go.
Superhero
The red
time.
carpet was the other day.
It was here, I think. One of them. One
it
of
sure
them was in
was.
LA, and one of them was up here, I think, during Crunchyroll Expo.
Hell yeah, that makes sense. And then last but not least, Aaron once again killing it
with extremely expensive guts in Berserk armor with Pocha, that his name, plush from Chainsaw Man. I'm sorry to anybody that I offend in the comments or that is just viewing this, even if you're not in the comments, but I am not a fan of Chainsaw Man. That shit is about to. You better watch out, because that shit is gonna take over your feed, Poncho. Everybody's gonna be talking about the shit like it's Demon Slayer, or like the next, like every year there's like that anime. Don't stop talking about. That's gonna be it, and I'm not gonna be one of those people, because I just think that it's too fucked up.
Really?
Not like in a cool way. Like Berserk is fucked up, but like it's still a great story. Characters are still really great and really deep. And like just like Death Note. Death Note, a lot of the characters are really, at the very least, the characters are deep. So the story's incredible. I cannot say that for Chainsaw Man. A lot of the time it's just fucked up for the sake of being fucked up, and it's like really ridiculous for the sake of being ridiculous.
Interesting.
But if you like Chainsaw Man, good for you, because the art is incredible. But man, these characters, they're terrible.
Oof. Well, I've heard good things. So now split down the middle, huh?
Yeah, man, I call it Chainsaw Mid.
Oof. Man, well that does it for our TV section, huh? Hey, welcome to the after show.
Hey, welcome to the after show.
Nothing really going on. I don't know. What is there? what is there to talk about? There's not much, huh? Did you watch any movies this week? Anything?
I did finally watch Prey, because I didn't watch it last week. It's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
The amount of people that are hating on Homegirl,
yeah, it's
from
wild.
that movie is absolutely wild. I can't believe it. Such a good movie. Hopefully it gets a sequel, or they do, or you know what, not a sequel, but hopefully they keep doing stuff like this. Like, what if the next one is Edo period Japan? We have fucking samurai v fucking predators. Fucking sick. Or some other point in time. It'd be cool. I really like it. Trying to think of what else I watched. Oh, Harley Quinn is back.
That's really shit. Good. I have not watched that show yet. I really want to, though.
Oh man, it's really, really good. And it's funny because I absolutely wanted nothing to do with it. I was like, oh man, that stupid fucking girl from Big Bang Theory is gonna be Harley Quinn. Like, you couldn't have given me a more fucking annoying thing. Like, I'm already sick of Harley Quinn. They give me fucking Penny from Big Bang Theory. Like, next. And then, like, the height of the pandemic, I think it might have been December of 2020. I was just super, super fucking bored at home. Had nothing to do. I had COVID. Just chilling in my room. And I remember I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this fucking Harley Quinn show a shot. And I couldn't believe how fucking good that show was. And how much it makes fun of the stupid shit DC has done with their characters. Like, shit don't make sense. Like, it was really, really good. And, yeah, like, the voice acting is really good. Like, the characters are really fun. Yeah, it's super great. I highly recommend you watch it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch it for a while. I don't know. It just never like naturally pops up. Fat Man said he watched Day Shift on Netflix. Jamie Foxx Vampire Hunter movie. Really dumb, but a lot of fun. Mummies and explosions, fun action. It was really good. Surprise. Nice. I did see a poster for that. What a stupid thing to say. I saw a poster for that. Cap Lives is bringing up the Flash might be canceled. What are your thoughts? Rick, you got a lot of shit to say about the whole thing going on at WB. What's going through your mind?
I fucking hate this. Like, I knew it. I just knew it because I've been a DC fan for so long. I just knew that this new guy was not the savior. I just knew that this guy wasn't going to right the ship. This guy was going to sink the ship, and then he was going to like make his own out of the scraps. So that's what this fucking piece of shit is doing. Canceled every diverse POC led project.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that is like you can like try and say that like maybe people are trying to make something out of nothing, or that people are being like too political about it or whatever, but like at the end of the day, it's very hard to ignore that pattern that is developing with the movies that he's canceled.
Yeah, like at first, okay, coincidence, one or two POC led, okay. It's literally like everything he's canceled is people of color. It's pretty crazy. It's just it sucks. I don't like anything he's done. Fucking you know what? I canceled everything that was interesting that was coming, but you know what? We got Lady Gaga. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck is she doing being the creative director of Kodak? What's she know about cameras?
I like some of the Gaga songs. What's wrong with it?
And then we got fucking Ezra Miller could burn down the entire island of Hawaii. Apparently, he'd still get the pass.
Yeah, he still get the part.
This dude's catching felonies, and he's still catching. He's still got the part. Like, don't understand.
That man says, "Bro, if they cancel Blue Beetle, we storm the HBO offices.
Oh,
if they cancel,
I've been telling Poncho and the boys, if they cancel Blue Beetle, I'm never watching another DC shit again, man. I'm not fucking with this kind of shit."
He said, if they cancel Doom Patrol, we riot. Leave my Blue Beetle and Doom Patrol the hell alone. For sure.
So I'll be right back. I gotta let this dog out before he pisses in my room.
It all circles back. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, I mean it's wild just how much stuff that he's canceled. It's a lot. And I think I said it like a couple of weeks ago or maybe 2 weeks ago. Like the Flash movie is like has put me in such like a difficult like just not emotional, but like I'm like, what do you want to call it? It's just put me in a tough spot because like the Flash is like my favorite superhero. So like when it comes to like getting a Flash movie, that's like my Avengers. So like I'm super stoked to get a Flash movie, but then like at what point can I stop separating the art from the artist? Like what's it gonna take? This guy's gonna fucking murk somebody, and then I'm like, well, as long as Flash comes out this year, I think as long as I see the Speed Force on the big screen, I think I'll be okay. Like I don't fucking know. Like I don't know what's it gonna take. I don't know. So it is what it is. Christopher Miller says, I don't really care for any of the new DC movies, so it doesn't really matter to me. I didn't even go see Aquaman. Interesting. Let's see. Ebony Leopard has been saying that Toad is shipping on BBTS right now. So if you guys missed out on Toad, definitely hit him up for sure. Kyle Holder also says the producer from Discovery, who is shelving on the DC stuff, turned Discovery Channel and TLC into reality TV trash. He has never produced a movie in his life and is canceling all the DC. Very, very interesting. Capliv says the show is still around for one more season. That can replace your want for the movie. There is no fucking way, Capliv. What are you talking about? There's no way. Flash gets stabbed every season. There's no way that could ever fill my want for like Flash representation. I just don't even. Unreal. So I don't really know how long Rick is going to be out. Like walking this dog, I just don't know. So this might be it. Yeah, we started this week with the perception that we be one man short. In fact, we were two men short all show. Now it's literally just me. What the fuck do I do? Koopa Steve says something I've been saying my whole adult life. Guys, how can I beat him? I don't know. Try running. Like, you're the fastest man alive. How do you get fucking stabbed by a normal dude? Like, how does that work? What the fuck? He gets shot. He gets stabbed. He gets punched. Like, he's the Flash. He's the fastest man alive. He thinks in femtoseconds. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand. I could literally talk shit about CW Flash all night long. But I won't subjugate you guys for that. Once again, thank you guys for joining us for the A.C.B.A podcast. Thanks for sitting through what became a two-man show. I hope it was very enjoyable. Thank you for all the super chats. Thanks for everybody who chilled in chat, had a great time talking amongst yourselves, and adding much needed and much appreciated conversation for Rick and I to bounce off of while we were doing the cast. And be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.